Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Brian. If you happen to be new here, if you happen to be watching this as a VOD, thank you so much for checking out this VOD. But if you join me here on the live stream, we're going to be hanging out, jumping into New World Aeternum, seeing how far we can progress across the seasonal content. We'll see if there's any grouping up opportunities, whether we want to do expeditions, PvP. You might be checking out the free-for-all PvP zone. As a long-time vet of this game, if there are new players out there, generally curious about what they should do, what they need to do, if they have any questions, hopefully we'll have those answers for you here today. Now, the stream in and of itself most likely is going to be a couple hours long. If you're watching this again as that VOD, be sure to use the chapter markers below so you can see exactly what you're in store for if you want to jump to any specific section of the live stream itself. But if you do want to support the content here, hitting that like button or sounding off in the comments with VOD Squad is a great way of helping out the content. Also, I think we were talking about Live Tribe, for those of you who are here with me now. That was on yesterday's stream. As always, as we get to our different member goals, if you guys hit the 25, I'll gift out 5 members to the community, and we'll just keep that rocking and rolling. And thank you guys so much for the support. Now, I like to run my live streams as kind of call-in shows. So if you want to come hang out with me in voice chat, you can do so by checking out the Discord server. That is the best way to get alerts for the content that I make when I make it, but also to come in and hang out, and all are invited. It's absolutely free. You do not need to do any monetary contribution at all to be a part of this community. So we welcome you guys in for that. Peter 42, welcome in. Hello over on Twitch. How are you doing today, sir? All right, I'm gonna unmute the Discord. Like I said, this is gonna be a couple hours long stream, assuming that everything goes smoothly at the house and all of a sudden I'm not needed, but that is going to be what it is. We're currently gonna be playing on controller, and I'm gonna be playing with my my basic healer. Now, I've got a couple things that I've set up a little bit differently. I did get the Phoenix amulet, so it looks like I got some stuff to do to unlock those. And then, yeah, like that's something that I'm going to work towards themselves, as well as trying to make as much money as possible. If I pull up my journal, I have several quests, side stories, town projects, so to speak. So I might just be trying to knock these out, because if I look at my seasonal journey from the activity card, it looks like they got some basic options here, like heal damage of 5,000 hit points, complete 3 activity cards, kill 150 lost enemies, complete 3 expeditions. So these are right there, ready to freaking rock and roll. So we're gonna be having fun hanging out with that. What's going on, Jamie? How you doing? Well, my server has a level 65 capturing all the territories already. Well, the game's been up for a couple of hours. This has to have been an incredibly smooth launch, at least from everything that I'm seeing. But let's kick it off with let's see what the activities like if we're able to find a different match into the various different expeditions, going in as a healer, and let's see what happens. Let's see if this is going to be improved. If you haven't seen the numbers, the player numbers, obviously they're going up. People are excited about the game. Dub says, New World update goodness. Played it for about an hour this morning on your existing character. Really impressed. It runs super smooth. I'm also using the DirectX 12 stuff, which is really nice to kind of see. Let me see if there's any. Yeah, I've got this quest over here. Let's go do that. I also picked up this beautiful little mount here. This is a part of like the collector's edition, but you can just buy it directly. It's the corrupted bear mount. I'm sorry. When I saw that in action, I was like, yeah, I gotta get me some of that. Roar. They glitch their characters into fresh start servers. Oh, for like the level 65 stuff? How the heck did they? Oh my gosh, dude. There's always gonna be something. If nothing else though, like that's something they can fix. Like, all right, get that character back on its original server. And I was wondering, can the bear run over wolves? All right. Defeat the Alpha Wolf Pack. There we go. All right, yeah, let's keep leveling up all these skills. Ooh, what do we got here? Silver. Do I find the FPS better? Much better. Like the whole build of the Aeternum, it feels like they put a massive amount of investment into the game, which is exciting. All right. It says optional place the lure. Fickle fusions, folly remaining. Just come on in, boys. We'll just one-shot you. There we go. I killed 3 wolves. Time remaining. Oh, this is the wave. Okay. There we go. Seasonal stamps available, baby. Let's go. Here's the alpha wolf. Should be coming in. Yeah, the where's this alpha wolf? Let's go, bud. Yeah, the performance has been greatly. You feel it immediately. You feel it immediately because old gray. There we go. There we go. All right. One of the things I found when just generally playing was playing the open world Aeternum beta and then jumping into the base build before they updated it. Like it was like, holy crap, you feel that impact really, really profoundly. And it's just like this. I think the game even looks better. Like I'm using DirectX 12. You have the DirectX 12 option. Here we go. Why not? Why not? Get some Everfall standing. Oh, got some iron. Gotta supply the markets. I don't know how the markets are gonna react, being that I'm on a veteran server, but it's gonna be fun to see as people kind of come back and whether they want to start like leveling up their skills again. All right, let's hop back on the bear. Will I be starting a new character? That's a really great question. Kind of. Namely because I will be starting a new character on the Xbox because there is no cross progression, unfortunately. And I'm going to use that as my storied playthrough character. But I'm not going to be doing the fresh start server experience just because that just seems like it's a lot. And I like my character. I like my server. I like playing with you guys. I do wonder if they're going to give us the ability to like kind of have a barber shop so we can kind of clear ourselves out. Hey, all right, Tempest.
Those foolish souls enter her domain, ignorant to their true purpose.
Grab this activity card. Boop. Yeah. Oh. Switch my target on accident. That's a quick turnaround. You're new to New World. What server are we on? We're on Maramba. Let's see if I can find a kind of where to put that. There we go. Yeah. Kill enemies with magic. I always like doing like tasks that allow me to knock out as many things as possible. Dude, everything so far is great, and you're not late, dude. We just got this party rolling. So the stream started around a little bit before noon, and we're gonna go probably at least to 3 o'clock today. We'll see. There we go, sweet. Sweet action jacked. can just keep hitting him. There we go. I got to figure out. There's some adjustments that I think I'm gonna need to make to the controller. Woo! He's pissed at me, boys. Gotta get this healer. What's up, Solemn? How you doing, dude? Dark Passage.
Deeper they shall. You will give in to corruption, or you will be destroyed.
Yeah, dude. I did a half day today, which is good because I actually got some milestone work done, which is nice. Yeah, that target lock is very helpful. Oh gosh, gotta move, gotta move. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. I'm gonna swap. Oh yeah, never mind, they already got him. Here. Welcome. Well, I don't know what the notification was for. Sorry if I missed that. At least in terms of the logs. Let me adjust my screen layout so I don't miss those notifications as much. Do this over here. I'm gonna swap this out. That's gonna be better. That's gonna be a little bit better, I believe. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh no! There we go. All right. What's up, Jeffrey? Ginger, would you say wait for sale or buy day one? If you've got nothing else to play, like just pick it up. I don't think the game is overall that experience for the hours that you get out of it, because essentially if you look at the base game, if you haven't bought any version of it before, at $60, you're gonna get easily 60 hours. So if you have other things that you're like, no, you know, I'm gonna be playing this, I don't know how much time I can spend. This was my same you know, logic when it came to Throne of Liberty. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy the early version of Throne of Liberty because I just don't have the kind of time that I'm going to be able to sit and actively really play.
Brian, are you dying again?
No, not today. Not today. There's something's changed about my targeting, so. Yeah, get behind me, Satan. Matthias with a 10 spot. Thank you so much, super chat. Let's get a little hard on that. Says Ginger, the modified custom isn't working right. How you configure the extra buttons as the back triggers? That's actually all done through the Xbox app. So you basically tell the back paddles what you want them to do, and I've got a couple different different profiles which I have, you know, set up for like jumping and rolling.
A new video about the controller would be awesome. Thank you and have a great day.
I would recommend checking out the video that went up just a couple of days ago, and because I do have a kind of a bigger guide on it. But if that doesn't, yeah, the Legends thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we like it goes into a lot, but I think we'll probably do, because it does feel like they've actually made some kind of updates to it that I didn't see in the notes, but we'll see. Jeez.
Video. Really? Dude, come on. Where's the...
Oh gosh, wackadoo. Boo, 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 boo. Dark Lantern with an 84 months of tier 1 support over on Twitch. Thank you, Dark Lantern. That pushes us up to 23 on the day.
When you type in New World Aeternum and the actual channel doesn't pop up.
Oh, that's normal though. Like that, I see that as something that happens all the time in games.
It doesn't happen often for me.
Really? Like I always have to do like New World Aeternum official or something, like, because it's still an SEO kind of game. You're competing against the likes of people like me.
I'm just looking for the controller video that you did.
It should be like within the last 2. It came out on the 9th.
7 days, yeah. Here you go. Wow, this is a long video.
It's a 30-minute video. We go into it. We go into a lot about it.
Share. Copy.
This expedition is the Tempest Heart.
Paste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Popped in, and I'll pop it into the Twitch chat too, in case anyone's interested.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Here's Prime's up. Screw freaking commercials.
Yeah, dude. Like YouTube's getting more aggressive with that as well. Like I even saw where they're saying like we're gonna start banning ad blockers from Chrome extensions and stuff. It's like goodness gracious. It's funny though. Like I like there was a meme that I saw that was just so great. It's like, and that's why I want to thank this video sponsor. Skip forward, skip forward, skip forward, skip forward.
Yeah.
It's like all right, let's just get around this.
What is that?
Yeah, and this is kind of like conclude, at least, I mean, I haven't experienced the new story yet, and I'm gonna play that on my new character, but yeah, this kind of does give that, you know, that kind of original conclusion to the Isabella's storyline.
Right.
Okay, that's how I can do it. Okay, so I get locked into party lock. That's cool. All right, I like that. I like that. Need to figure out what are the best options for my healer. So stay tuned. We'll probably have a focused like healer on controller guide. What are the different options and more? But I gotta spend more time with this.
Abuelo asks, "What are your thoughts on the greatsword?"
Dude, I love the greatsword. It is a fun weapon. It is a fun-filled weapon.
Is it still best in slot? Basically, like the best weapon.
I don't.
Did they nerf it?
Oh, dude! From the updates, it didn't sound like the rapier, which was definitely OP. They got a little bit of a debuff, you know, to that, but everything else was just more bug fixes. Like, yeah, this thing didn't work all the time. It's like, yeah. So generally, I consider bug fixes kind of a buff, especially if like things weren't propping like they were. But yeah, great sword. You can't go wrong with great sword, man. Like it's
so great. Yeah, it's still like
it's in its name. It's in its name, guys.
Yeah, the great sword is a great sword.
Yeah. Oh, he did not. He wanted to bring us all in together. Little group hug. Little roll, get a little buff. Do a little roll, get a little buff. Yeah, they've also, I mean, they already as a part of the Aeternum release, like updated a lot of skills because I had to go rebuild out my healer. So we're gonna have to put out another build video on that.
All the skill trees
outside of the flail, the only thing that it does not appear like they changed was the flail. All right, 205 mining.
So all the skill trees are basically the same outside of the flail.
I don't think they are actually, the skill trees are the same because they reset every one but flail.
Oh.
Every skill tree got reset except for the flail.
Except for the flail. Okay,
so that in my mind is like, yeah, there's definitely some things have changed.
Okay. That's interesting.
Right.
Deeper still they shall come, beyond sadness, beyond.
Dude, Shabs, man. If you you know, want to be a part of this, you know, this server, that's more than fine. But like, no worries if any of you guys want to go on the fresh start stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, we're not doing. Well, you're doing fresh start on console.
Yeah, on console. Yeah, because I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to also to kind of participate in the different reward structure.
Yeah.
Where's Johnny? Where's Johnny? We're on Maramba. Is that pronounced right, Cameron?
Marama.
Or Marama.
US East. It's a US East server. So.
All right, welcome in. And just as a reminder for those of you who are just generally, you're welcome to join in on the voice chat. Even if you don't feel like you want to talk, you can always listen in a little bit more real time. And if anybody is playing right now and wants to go and run some expeditions, like, I'm happy to come as a healer. Gorgon is for 725 gear. I want to see, like, I'd love to try to get into the raid. I wonder if that is match made as well. We'll look into that. In-game name is Bryn Zalazar. BRINZALAZAR. What's up, Witcher? How you doing, dude? There we go. Oh, okay. I was like, not pick it up? Dude, update's been so good. This update rollout has also been so smooth. The servers came up when they said they would come up. For those of us who are longtime veterans, that hasn't really been the case. It's always like, hey, sorry, we're gonna need another hour. We found a problem. So I'm gonna say this hands down right now. Way to go, AGS. Way to go.
So far, so good, right?
So far, so good. Don't want to curse it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Defuse joining the Soul Nation. Thank you, sir, for that. That pushes us up right to 24. 24. Boom, baby. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the perks. And if you have your YouTube linked up to your Discord, you will also have some special perks on the Discord as well. All right, 50. Oh crap! Let me go and do this. Wait, what am I doing, Brad? I'm playing a lot. Season XP booster. Let's use it. It's like 15 experience. Come on, Brian. We could have gotten 30.
Specializations. So close.
Dude, it's been refreshing. It's been real refreshing. And I honestly hope a lot of people who I know have been frustrated with the game give it another look. You know, whether they do that now or later, like that's good. It's fine for that.
I'm interested to see the what the hell's killing me. I'm interested to see the weekend numbers.
Yeah, the weekend numbers are going to be really interesting to see. Because we also don't have the full number set anymore because it's also on console.
Right.
I'm sure somebody's going to be able to try to do some math because I'm already hearing worlds on the console worlds are full.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I'm hearing.
I find it interesting that like there's an ironically untapped MMO market on console.
I think that's.
And I say it's ironic because it's not like you don't associate consoles with MMOs. It's just not.
It's kind of moving, and in order to achieve the scale that MMOs need to achieve now, for you can't if you do not factor in console, you're setting yourself up for like unnecessary struggle because The casual player is integral to the success of an MMORPG because they are more voluminous and will spend more money than the hardcore player who, is there for the content. And the hardcore player inspires the casual player to go for more things. So it's a very symbiotic relationship. So whenever I see like the, hardcores complaining about the casuals and I see the casuals complaining about the hardcores, I'm like, come on, guys, we need each other in order for these games to even exist.
The hardcores keep the game alive, and
missed. There we go.
The casuals.
Ooh.
What the hell? Oh.
There we go.
The hardcores
Might have to
are
do
the
some
ones
mutators.
who are constantly on, keep the game alive. And the casual is basically just spend money.
They'll spend money, but also like there's just, even if they're not spending money, there's still more casuals than there are going to ever be. Like, and the numbers show it. Like, oh, only 2% of the population did the raid. Yeah, great. I'm glad the raid exists. I don't want to take the raid away.
Yeah.
However, like 98% of people might not do that content, and you still, if you sacrifice the 98 for the two don't get the content that they want because there's just not enough of them. Sci-fi fan, welcome back, dude. Says logged in and played a couple hours this morning. Intro tutorial is much more improved as the storyline, which I'm happy about. Can definitely see myself playing this for a while, depending on how the end game is. I would just advise, just train your brain to think that the end game begins at level 1. And I think your entire experience is going to dramatically improve from that. Because the game still has a player-driven economy, so things that you do in terms of gathering and crafting and all these different things, they're going to have good value to you, especially when you do get to the level cap. Whee! The jump is way more improved. Honestly, don't know where I'm supposed to be going though. We're just gonna fall down. And swimming. Oh no, I'm dying.
Don't die, Brian.
Is this poisoned?
Maybe?
Yep, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. It's like a poison
I was like, something is slowly killing me here. Dude, healer and the flail, baby, is so fun. But I'm also in light armor, so I'm not in medium.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the laser eyes.
Whoa.
Put my stone skin on. I should eat some food, because why not? I could have... Dang, I should have equipped some focus food. Yeah, actually, let me do that right now. I think it's... Dexterity, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence, Dex, Strength. Where is it? I had it. There we go. There we go. Dude, yeah, light armor gives me that nice little dodge roll. And then I have a perk that whenever I roll, you can see it kind of show up where I get like increased healing for 8 seconds. Like a 20% boost. So it's like roll, heavy attack. Yeah, and then I get like all this cool stuff. There we go. The expeditions they have in this game are truly phenomenal. Like, it has always been some of their best content.
Is that the way to wake up? And
So if
now
they go and
we
drop
release
daggers
only
in the next season, like they just add daggers in the next season and another expedition, like
the
that's gonna
champion
be.
must pay.
I don't know if they can keep up that that pace, but that's gonna be sweet. We will see. We will see soon enough.
Have they
'cause
come out with a roadmap yet?
They're supposedly going to be coming out with it. We don't have an ETA, but hopefully with the game releasing and, you know, when they can kind of say, hey guys, you know, thank you so much for the support. And here, you know, we hopefully will get a dev update here soon enough.
Okay.
It's needed. I would have appreciated it if they did it like at like on the 14th, like the day before, and be like, all right, here's what's happening. But I think essentially it's going to be like, I could technically see them doing this. They've got the 3 weeks Trials of Aeternum, and at the end of the Trials of Aeternum, after this kind of like main, you know, content hype season, they go and say roadmap, because the next season, like if we just pull up season 6, it's not even 50 days, it's 48 days.
Yeah.
You know, so it's coming soon. And so they could start basically hyping up that season after the Trials of Aeternum concludes. Dude, and that's why I really am excited to check out the raid too. So hope maybe we can get into that today. We'll find out. Because I know, and people are like, what do PC players get? It's like, we got the raid, guys. Like, we got content. I'd like more content, please. Got a little distracted. Thanks, guys, for the 15 likes, by the way. It is a great free way of supporting the content. Dude, do not worry about your spell check. I am horrible at spelling.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm here.
Yeah, Yemrin's here to help with pronunciation checks and all the good stuff.
Yeah, no worries. Honestly, punctuation actually is more important than spelling. Spelling, I can figure it out. Punctuation just...
Yeah. What do you mean with that comma, man? You're throwing me off.
Well, no, it's just like the lack of punctuation just like makes things change.
Well, punctuation can change meanings for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just like. Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing in your stream, people are looking for the Gorgon raid. People are looking for Gorgon raid. So.
Oh, cool. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can get into it.
Well, no, I think people are like, yeah. I Fucking.
I saw in game chat. We're talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the yellow, right? Yellow is LFG. Looking for group.
Want to review the raid? Only new content that applies to me? Yeah, Trey, let's go, dude.
I mean,
I'll buddy up. I will not guarantee we'll get a clear, but yeah. If I'm fickle for punctuation, you'd have a meme. Yeah, dude, post it in the meme section on the Discord, Stag. Yeah, see, yeah, in-game chat's going, where's Gorgon? I think it takes place in the desert. I think it's in Brimstone.
I think so.
This boss, man, used to give me so much trouble. Not because it was killing me. It was just like everybody would just always get caught up in their stuff they were doing.
Yeah. Range.
Yeah, this was the wall boss on this expedition for the longest time.
What, the snake dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was intense.
Solemn says, I'm excited to have New World on console for sure. I'm happy the less unplugged, rearranged, and setting up I do to switch systems just to play certain games. Yeah. I've honestly, like, if it didn't require PlayStation Plus, I would also pick up the game like on PlayStation and just be like, all right, cool. But man, I tell you, I wish we had cross progression, because then that would be so much, that would just make it so nice where it's like, yeah guys, I'm just kind of chilling on the Xbox. At least nothing else, I have GeForce Now, and that's going to be a huge help because I can relax and play. Oh, he does not like me. Oh, it actually, the healing stacks up. That's so good to know. Crap, 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 crap. All right.
The Brian.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Paul says, so you're thinking about coming back. What are the new things to do? I did all the way through the Angry Earth expansion. You're gonna have the raid. You're gonna also just have generally big improvements, and there's the new free-for-all PvP arena. So that is going to be big. The other thing you have going for you is just I cannot undersell the improvements they've made to this build. It is really impressive. I like how that healing buff stacks. And I just roll all day. 20 seconds of like additional healing power. All right. My old day. Oh. But yeah, Paul, what I would recommend for you, update, you have to download the new game because it's a different client, but get the game going, play around with it, see how you feel. Sit down. Sit down. Abuelo says, I want to give you props for the message of hope you do in your videos. I feel like we need more of that everywhere, especially when it comes to men's mental health. Dude, it's this year alone. I've not personally known, like they weren't like, you know, my brother or anything like that, but 3 guys who've chosen a permanent option for a temporary, problem. And it's like, I don't think you can undersell how much a positive message can really help somebody stay out. And it's not that positive message isn't, it's like, dude, work on yourself. Like you got this, but we gotta, I don't think anybody else is doing it. And I don't know. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying that. It's been doing it for a while now. And what did you used to call them, Yemrin? Like my sermons or my Sundays or whatever?
Sunday sermons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, and then, they were their own piece of content for a little bit. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to talk about the 2 things I love the most, video games. Yeah. And then it's like, all right, guys, like that's cool. This game is fun, but it's not going to solve your problems. It can distract you from them for a little bit. Nothing wrong with a little bit of a distraction, but let's get to work. I
mean, a lot for me at least, gaming is like an outlet to kind of like having a bad day, just hop into like a game.
Yeah.
Kill stuff or whatever.
Fight a boss, do a dungeon, that sort of thing. And sometimes, but like with any vice, as soon as it's done, like those problems come back. Right.
It's like, all right, now I gotta deal with those.
I think especially also the other thing that I like to try to always highlight, Abuelo, is that like the internet, like we need to make sure we try to put as much discipline on ourselves when it comes to the internet, because I see so many people that expect like the world to change for them, and then they just get frustrated and mad that it won't, because that's just not how the world works. So it's like we have to have a degree of some level of personal responsibility how we consume our media, because it's engineered to make us angry and to make us fight each other and whatnot. So I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh crap. Oh, I'm down. At least I got that healing out. Yeah, it's a good outlet for de-stress. It's a good outlet just to, like, I like it as a social outlet. I like it that we get to hang out, talk video games. And it's,
to a degree.
To a degree, yeah. All right, sir. Can we get him? Let's see here.
No, I think we're all dead.
We got one up.
Oh, balls. I mean, he's got to survive.
He's got to survive. If he can survive, we're going to be fine. Here we go. Crap, I'm dying. There we go. No! Bollocks. Bollocks!
Oof.
Go team go. It's so funny if I could heal him from here. No. It's like...
It's always a good way to meet like-minded people you wouldn't normally meet in person. Yeah, I mean, one of my best friends, met him through World of Warcraft. We were in the same guild.
Nice.
So... We've been friends for 15 years? 16? Something like that. We've been friends for a while. So, kind of grew up with each other.
Alright, it looks like she got us. I don't know what we were doing wrong. Something was just like...
There was something that was melting your health, and I have no idea what it was.
I don't know if it's like those things, if it's a debuff or something. So
it wasn't a debuff. I think it was just something you might have been standing in.
Yeah, there's definitely like blood pools that you don't want to be in, and maybe I was
there's
not paying close enough attention.
You might have been like barely standing in, like your baby toe was in
Yeah.
it. Oh, what is this? New World is downloading now. Cool beans.
I think I might play a little bit more defensively.
At long last, the fools shall know their true purpose.
Dude, yes, Jeffrey. If you want to jump in on Maramba, that's where we're going to be playing. Just as a heads up, but no pressure to do so. It's a legacy server. Yeah, there's the blood pools. Just gonna be playing it a little safe. Oh, we got one guy down. Johnny down. Johnny Storm is down. Doing her little gabagool. Oh no.
Clearly Italian.
Come on.
Making a meme. Oh, balls. What the hell is that? I'm behind, I think. Yeah, slightly behind.
Oh, ow. I meant to do this. Do all the potions. And there's the pillar. All right, she's swirping. Oh, gosh. Music in this game is so good, guys. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to check the numbers here in a little bit and see how we're doing. Get out of that, Brian. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Okay, get out of this. This is the. I think this is what got me. Okay, yeah, that's draining my life.
Yeah, that's what got you.
Yeah, and then you go into the blood pools.
You were like barely standing in it. So. All right. So you wanted to check.
There we go. See, we got her. We got her.
You wanted to check the Steam numbers?
Yeah. How we looking? How we looking on Steam today?
This is not in the top trending games. Hot releases. I'm just looking to see if it's like in popular releases. It's a popular release. Ooh, whoa. Hello.
Is it weird that you have 3 Xboxes? I did have 3 Xboxes. I traded in 2 of them for a new Xbox. Right. so I'm down to 2 Xboxes. So I don't think you're weird at all, Jeffrey.
Let's get this, Brian. We're at peak right now.
Yeah.
Which is a hair over 52,000.
Woo!
Which is a lot.
I was anticipating we'll get up to maybe 60.
It hasn't seen numbers that high since
the expansion. Yeah. It's October numbers time.
Yeah.
And this is this version of the game that, like, I get the veteran complaint. Like if you're not really into raids, You know, they're like, it's not like the, you know, outside of the general sandbox and the world, and like if they added in like mock wars, for example, that would be something that would be valuable to a lot of players. You know, like, hey, okay, let's get into that. Same thing, I guess, even with the invasion system. It's like, let people play that as a mode.
Well, not even mock wars, just like call them skirmishes, right?
Yeah, skirmishes. Yeah,
like make it the same thing.
Exactly.
You know, it's like it is a.
But then you could easily match make, and you don't have to worry about who gets slotted and who doesn't.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like attach loot to it or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah, attach loot to everything.
I mean, loot. I mean, listen, I know loot isn't everything, but like it's a big driver for some people.
Yeah.
You know.
Kill a player with a ranged weapon. Fish up treasure chests. Gather resources. Complete 2B PvP faction missions. Participate in outpost rush. That's an easy one. But yeah, there's like, see, I only have one skull though, so it's like, oh, I can do both of these. I can do both of these, but nope. All right, let's see here. Go back to my.
Or you could use the one. What's the one free stamp you have on that skull? Not worry about it at all.
That's true. I don't know. Like I do enjoy some outpost rush.
No, do it yourself.
Let's see here. Should I cancel that? There we go. Downloading it to all of your consoles. We're on Marama. Yeah, MARAMMA. It's on the US East. How many servers did they end up adding? I
haven't checked.
Okay. You're a new player thinking of buying this game. Any advice, option, or any advice of opinion on the game? Looking for some reviews. As somebody who has been playing this game for the longest time, I think this is the perfect game for new players. If you were saying, "Hey, I'm a vet. I've got 5,000 hours. You know, should I return?" It's like, I would say you should try it and see if it feels good for you to be back. But for new players, 100%, it's worth, I think, every penny, because from an hours of content that you'll have access to, and if you enjoy the game and the gameplay and the world, you're gonna get that value. Yeah, like there's no way that I would be surprised if you weren't able to like get enough, you know, time with the game.
Thank you for helping to resolve those.
Yeah, the cutscene, like, it is just.
We do important.
It gets me more excited for Lord of the Rings, boys. Let's go.
But it is not without risks. Please come in. If you would introduce yourself to Cleo.
Not so much for me. Good, they're sleeping. Good.
Acquaintance of Aventus. His enthusiasm for research is admirable, but it creates complications from time to time. You must make friends regularly. The syndicate values
It's a little
those
weird
who
that
help
mask
them
moving the way it is.
uncomplicated.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of in on it.
Syndicates. Scholars, arcanists, inventors, explorers of every kind. This land.
Dude, yes, devils.
Curious. Those who can handle a measure of danger, doubly so. You are welcome here. Return to Aventus.
All right.
All right, let's see.
Talk to Aventus Ventale.
After that mishap with the wolves, I must return to experimenting and trying anew. A different formula, or perhaps a new approach. Fortunately, research is what this place was built for. What I am built for. Oh,
This is going to be such a fun game to contrast with the state of Final Fantasy XIV. And that's, I know it's going to piss off some people, but that group that's mad at me at 14 keeps getting smaller by the day, boys. Everybody keeps coming over to my side, going like,
the longer The longer it is since that video, the more people are like, yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah. Turns out he was right.
Yeah, I was like everything you said in that video, I was like, yeah, makes sense. I mean, I came to those conclusions like a while ago. Necklace, really? No. What is this?
Let's check out the arena. Let's check out the arena. Oh, dude, arena with roll. They added the rolls there. Okay, I wasn't even aware of that. Dude, Devils with the sub on the channel as well, man. YouTube is kind of slow on that, but I appreciate you being here, buddy. Yeah, dude, this game, I think it runs really great on consoles. Like, I was like, that was the most impressive takeaway. It's not just the improvement on PC, because I have a PC that can crush this game, and I've been playing on GeForce Now, which has always been able to really play this game well. But then it's like, oh, I'm playing this on console. It's like, dude, this is such a fun, like, I know so many people who are just like, yeah, let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, you got to let me know if you have any problems with it, because one of the things, like, we're not as much as people like to call me, we're not a toxic positivity place. We're perfectly fine with critique. Let's debate it out. Let's figure out, let's talk about it. Because I think that's the fun of video games. When you get this mindset, it's like, if you go against, you know, the consensus, then you're ostracized. Like, all right, man, that sounds like a really dull way to live your life.
None of these are that good, but
I like my bear though. I love that they added bear mounts. Dude, yeah. And then you can play the single player story, and if you want to do something a little bit more intense, you can do something a little bit more intense. I need to kill like 150 of these lost guys, so let's get it going. Actually, speaking of which, let's be smart about this. Let's track a couple of things of progress so we can see. Kill lost enemies, 1 of 150. Completed 3 activity cards, 3 expeditions. I've already got the faction tokens. Refine, complete 10 projects. I need to get that knocked out. It's not a lot of experience. Loot 10 elite chests. Did I not do that? That confuses me. I guess I'm wondering if that's open world. If anybody wants to partner up, we can do some breaches, but that's only 850. Control point conquest, capture 5 faction control points, and adept adversary, earn 5,000 PvP XP. Okay. Gonna see about trying to knock as much of this out as possible. There we go.
Who the hell is this guy?
Can you focus on magic and spells? Yes. If you're gonna go with a mage build, Devils, you're gonna want to. Now, just note, survivability might give you a little bit of a challenge, and that's okay, but you can do it. There's a couple of really fun builds that you can kind of play around with. Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet, I call that my black mage. Now, just note that the update reset every skill outside of Flail, so I've only gone in and Void Gauntlet. So Flail and Shield and Void Gauntlet have not had any changes. Everything else did get a change. I would recommend highlighting and focusing in on spells first and foremost. The Flamethrower and Pyromancer is a ton of fun. Fireball is also really powerful. You can choose like Meteor Shower as well, and those are like 3 really great skills. So as you use those points, you grab them and you go. And then what I would recommend is that when it comes down to using it on the controller, look at what's got the longest cooldown and put that on the LB/RB. So you can see here Meteor Showers at 14.2, Fireball 11.8 seconds, and Flamethrower is the quickest. And then try and upgrade their stuff as quickly as possible. Now, I don't know if I want any of that, so I'm just not going to accept that just yet. You cannot make a mistake. Just pick something. Play around with it and make adjustments. It's like, even whenever they do start, like whenever the costs start coming in to respec, it's so minimal that it's just there to, just, I guess, act as one level of, kind of barrier throughout it. No, dude, I love casters. I love casters and caster style roles. They're a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's magic, and you can see here I'm kind of doing healing, which that's what I really enjoy. If I activate PvP, do I lose any gear and get griefed? No.
Not unless, I think if you're in Cutlass Keys, yes, that happens.
In the free-for-all, you don't lose gear. You lose a portion of your cursed doubloons, which is the PvP free-for-all currency. So there is a risk versus reward, but you actively are choosing that. We got to go check out the free-for-all. We'll do that too. I'm looking forward to that.
Sunless Carapace.
All right, let's see how we can do on this, guys. Mr. Sway. And hell yeah. Howdy. Make preparations. Do I have any honing stones or stuff? It's fun that you can kind of see everybody where everybody's at, right? Like whether they're on PlayStation or Steam or whatnot. I think that's really cool. Time for vengeance. Two, one. Destiny awaits.
Crafting Force. Patron. Gloomcran.
Yeah, run away, run away. We get one? We got one? We got one. Yes. Get another kill. Come on. Come on. Oh, is he just giving up? He's just giving it up. Boom, baby. Yes. Woo. Get back over here, Jimothy. Oh man, he just wanted to go solo these guys. Did we lose this guy? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There we go. Oh, they got me. They got me. What do you get for winning? You get PvP experience and you have a PvP track under the character that you can kind of like level up and unlock stuff and whatnot. Ooh, all right. Way to go, Mr. Swayze. 1v3 these. He just wanted a 1v3. Apparently. Ring of Fire closes. Come on, Sway. Oh, they got him. They got him. So they have, yeah, lock-in is new. They did make some changes to it because it's easier to kind of break lock-on and whatnot, but come on, hit him. Got him! Dude, this is so fun, Jordan. I'm glad you're having fun too, man. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Oh, trying to live, trying to live. Oh, bollocks. Bollocks. They got me. It's till we got 2v1 though. Hopefully they're yeah, they're topped off. They got this, guys. I think we're gonna get it. Bloodstain with the Prime sub. Thanks for spending those Bezos bucks on us, dude. Thank you so much. That pushes us into our first goal. And that's going to gift out 5 members over here on. I mean, I got to pop out the chat for some reason because YouTube is ridiculous. And let's go ahead and gift out the 5 members to the community. Welcome in. Hopefully, if you guys are veterans here, you're going to be able to pick this up here. Yeah. There we go. All right, Jeffrey got one. Taruana, Delmo, Crash. And who else? Who else? I see 4. I did 5.
Solemn.
Did Solemn get it? Oh, good.
Solemn.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. I always like when I get to see regulars take advantage of that. Can they not take this guy out? We got him.
There you go.
Yes. You get all this cool stuff. Oh, they didn't give me any credit for kills, but Mr. Sway popping 7, Gemothy 3, Des 2, healing. Yay. Oh man, they healed for more. So Sprixie did more healing, but we still came out ahead. Does it track? Oh yeah, it does track the damage. Did I do more damage? I did do more damage. Okay. There we go. If he did more damage and more healing than me, it's like, all right, guys, we got to practice. Yeah, man. Bloodstain, thank you so much for that Prime sub. We know that if anybody has Amazon Prime, they do have free Bezos bucks. You don't have to spend them here, but be sure to be dropping them on somebody over on Twitch, especially today, because that's just a great way of, I don't know, spending money, somebody else's money. Let's see here. Did I unlock anything into season 6 here? No. All right. All right. Did I get... I was wondering if there was a PvP one. Believe exclamation. Is there... that do anything on the journey card? Oh, yeah. So that did give this 1,500 of the 5,000 PvP experience. I was like, I knew it was there somewhere. The Azoth tree. $50K on Steam right now.
Yeah.
The problem will be is what would the devs do to ruin it? I'm just, you know, for sake of discussion.
I would say lack of content.
Content is the answer. Like if they don't put out content.
Yeah.
Dude, 100% Bronco. You're
Content for another area,
yeah.
Basically. Like
that,
what
they could have had so much. Like, would people have still been pissed? Yeah, but it could have been such a good opportunity of like, guys, here's what we're doing. Here's why we're doing it. And in the end, we're gonna have a better product. We're gonna make better content. We're gonna have it. You know, we're gonna stop having all these problems. And it's like, yeah, like I think we could all get on board for that, right? But then they were like, okay, we're gonna announce it at the Summer Games Fest. which is a good audience to talk to who has never played this game. The only thing is you kept telling your current audience that you're gonna to give them an update, and then you didn't talk to them at all. It was, you know, so a lesson in how not to communicate to your community 101. Because yeah, like they could, like if they fall, we've been speculating, Bronco, like what would be some really exciting things that we could see them do. First and foremost, if they ended up saying like, hey, guess what? See, the next season here is in 50 days. We're going to add in a new weapon. We've got a new expedition. And it's like, if you have this cadence of like, oh yeah, like they got more things for me to do every couple, you know, every few months, and especially a new weapon, that changes the whole sandbox, you know. Oh, I got to talk to somebody else in here. Might go down to Cutlass Keys and check out this free-for-all area.
Revamp the life staff? Yeah, they could do that, or just add a new healing weapon.
Yeah, I think what I would prefer over a revamp is, I mean, a revamp almost in a way could come with a new healing weapon, because then you're kind of playing, you know, both aspects, because you're like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no, I get you, but I think life staff is probably in a good spot right now.
Oh, good, I still have season XP booster.
I think.
I like it. I like the life staff. Would I like it some updates to it? Yeah, I wouldn't refuse. All right. I have a mining pick. What do they want? Where do they want me to do this quest at? Brimstone Sands, Morningdale. Maybe we're gonna knock this one out. It's raining in Morningdale. Shocker. What kind of healing playstyle do you like, Taylor? It did not keep my pins. It's a bummer. Back to the journey card. Yeah, that's perfect. That's tracking that up a little bit. I wish the journey also, because like with the how they're doing the trials of Aeternum, I wish that there was the journey that was shared across everybody on the server. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, okay, yeah, we're all working towards, you know, like you have your personal journey and then you have your server journey that like, yeah, like run 1,000 expeditions. Cool. Everybody who does it is contributing to that. I think that'd be really fun. I don't think the gameplay was ever the problem. I think it was, you had lack of people consume the content pretty damn fast. And then
the reason the game lost so much of an audience was because of not because the game was necessarily bad, but just yeah, there wasn't enough content. Like they said, what was it in June or May, June or July, that there wasn't going to be any content for the next until Aeternum came out. So it was just like, all right, there's no reason to play then.
Yeah, that was like, oh great, it's an opportunity for me to go play other games that I want to go play. It's like I also like, I was like, that's kind of a relief as opposed to like, okay, gotta grind, gotta get ready. It's like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like, but they could have had that dialogue with us much sooner with the core community. And it's like, hey guys, this year's going to be the hardest year. This is going to be the leanest year, because they only released their half of the roadmap because they were like, oh, console release. I was like, yeah, it's coming to consoles. Like if anybody's been following my content for a long time, like you just go back and look. I was like, guys, it's coming to consoles. No, it's not, Brian. Yes, it is. It's coming to consoles. It's like, this is what's happening. It's like, and here's the evidence. Here's the messaging. You just don't want to believe it. And so then, yeah, I get why veteran players are like, oh, but I want more. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, and they need to deliver on it. But now that Aeternum is out, and now just I think people are seeing just how well done they've done with it. I think it's going to be hopefully help get the devs excited, and we're going to see a faster just quality updates, right? Like I was just complaining, like there's some quality of life that I think the game would benefit from doing, and then beyond the quality of life aspects, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fun things happening. A lot of content, weapons, content, modes. We've already talked about. They've even talked about some of these things a while ago, like splitting off the shield and the sword. And I was like, obviously they'd have to do that with the flail and shield as well. But I'd be fine for that. Imagine not having to. If you didn't want to take that, you wanted to go more offensive. Lawrence says, Ginger, I've been watching for years. I remember you saying New World would go to console. Yes, dude. Thank you, Lawrence. And it's like, it became really clear that was their plan to me when they were like, and we're going to make Lord of the Rings in the same engine, and it's coming to consoles. Okay, what better way to get your ducks in order than to take your existing MMO and work out all the problems? And right now, I could say I feel like they've worked out a ton of problems. This game is running wonderfully. Ancient coffer. Rolling here this time around, kind of curious if Void Flail Together can do enough without the life staff. I guess that would also depend on your party makeup, right? Like, I think you could definitely take that as a build, but I would probably like, you'd have to be willing to swap back to life staff as if it wasn't just working in the dungeon. Honestly, try it out. Like it could be really interesting to see. But your party is going to need to know that they need to make sure they're not sleeping on their potions. The grind for extra weapons feels generally pretty good. I think when it's all said and done, like I know I keep pushing off this, but like muskets at 16, bows at 9, like I need to just keep, or no, it's at 17, sorry, bows at 10. Like the leveling of the weapons, I always kind of find enjoyable outside of the the range. Like I'm just not a musket or a bow guy, but I'm like, I'm gonna get every weapon to 20. Might as well. I didn't mean to do skins. I meant gear sets. All right. I want flail. Actually. Equip to slot 2. I'm going to refresh this. Yeah. Life staff musket. Oh, no, I don't want life staff musket. I want flail. Oh, I didn't equip my skills. Oh, man. The gunplay feels so much smoother, actually. Holy crap. All right. Let's up my skills. All right. Powder shot. Stopping powder. Definitely want that. I like traps. I like bombs. Stopping powder. Sharpshooter. Powder shot. See here, traps 15 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds. All right, traps are going here, and we're gonna go bombs here, and I'm gonna do powder shot there. There we go. New endgame, they have the raid, and then you know they still have the outpost rush, and I would say also perhaps even the oh, hello. I like the reload animation, like, you know, UI. Perfect. I'll level this musket up. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I missed. Assassinate. All right. That finish off that area. Perfect. All right. Fast travel failed. There we go. What's up, Flexible Knot? Thanks for the follow. It says, hey, anyone getting freezing and lockups on the DirectX 12 beta? No, I'm on DirectX 12. I have not yet run into any lockups or freezing. But it is also still labeled as a beta, so if it's giving you grief. Are any of these town board things I needed to turn in? Complete all missions. There we go. Maybe you have to uninstall, reinstall. I did do an uninstall. Like when the servers went offline last night, I right click uninstall, and then you know the system refreshed, and then I went and reinstalled it.
The fog has lifted. You have struck in touch.
Seeing clearly. Perfect. My tokens are nearing cap. That makes sense. All right. I like that they switched the button to Y for salvage. Oh, and Azoth now has a new cap, which is great. Oh, there's no more repair parts. Okay. That's nice. I was always just capped on that. It was annoying.
Is there like a vendor where you like like repair your gear, or does gear just not repair? Not have.
I
to
would
repair
assume
anymore?
it would have to repair, or you can
There's no
store character, die items, change skins. I don't see a self-repair.
There's no durability anymore. There's no durability.
Wow.
I was
Well,
looking at your gear, and it'll say on the bottom.
I guess that's new. I did not know that they did that. Wow.
Well, it makes things easier.
It does make things easier.
And I always thought repair bills were. I mean,
It's a gold sync. So the question is that what gold syncs do they have? You know, because if they don't, then you're like, does anybody want a real-time life lesson in rapid inflation? It's like, all right, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting a text message. Let's see here. Oh, it's Sapo. Then we're gonna do that later. Let's see here. All right. Is there any other? Just trying to clear up my logs. Town projects. Brimstone, Everfall. Wild Bison Hunters needed. Morningdale. Armor Smiths needed. We're gonna get rid of you because I'm not gonna do that. Weaponsmiths. No, I don't like those personally. Wild Bison Hunters. Yeah. Weavers needed. No, get out of here. Fisher folk needed. I like fishing. To acquire 3 large salmon. Okay. I do think I have salmon, so I might do that one. Explorers needed. I like that one. Carpenters needed. We're good. Fisher folk needed. 50 fish fillet. Okay, done and done. Armor smiths, get out of here. Weavers needed. Get out of here. Armor smiths needed. Explorers needed. We'll keep that. Armor smiths needed. Nope. Get out of here. Weavers needed. I just don't need. I need to stop taking these. Just like ignore them. Okay, cool. There we go. That's better. Now I've got 8 of these bad boys. Okay. Boom. Brimstone. We'll go to Brimstone in a minute. Everfall. Windsward. Brimstone. A lot of Brimstone stuff. Monarch's Bluff. And then Everfall. Okay. Okay, so here's the free-for-all. Oh, these fast travel zones are no longer good to go. All right. Gonna have to go unlock those. It was almost never worth to play New World, but you spent 2,000 hours into it. I think we need to have a real honest conversation about how you value your time, sir. Whoa, we got Grendel with the Prime sub. Thanks for dropping those Bezos bucks on me, dude. It's pushing us up to 26 on the day. Yeah, thank you. All right, let's see here. All right. I'll turn off the PvP for now. We'll see if I need that. Oh, I don't want to. I got a fish. Oh, I need to get out of fishing mode. Exit fishing. There, okay. Oh, wrong way. Does this character outfit slots still only 2? Sorry, Devin, I don't understand. You can have like 4 characters now on a server, I believe. I don't know if that's total.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Hulk?
Hey, you streaming?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I don't know. How do I get on there and... what are you streaming on? Like
I'm on,
Twitch or-
yeah, I'm on Twitch and YouTube and X and Facebook, but nobody watches on Facebook. Except for one person liked the stream on Facebook, so thank you, thank you to the Facebookers out there.
Man, I didn't even get a notification.
Now, dude,
Again,
that's the Discord is really where like it is the way around. If you guys never want to miss anything that I post, like even if you don't want to
Yeah,
come
that's
hang
right.
out in voice chat, Discord is going to be the what you need.
That's
It
what
should
I'm
be
talking
linked
about.
in. It should be linked in general, by the way.
Yeah, I looked because I saw you in the chat here, and then I didn't see on. It said last song was at like 9. I was like, huh?
Hmm.
And I don't know if. Okay. Sorry, I was just a little confused.
Is
that you
there
playing right
somebody in
now,
the
or-
yeah, dude? We're playing right now. I'm actually heading to the free for all arena. I'm just gonna unlock these fast travel spots because they're either brand new or they got reset or
The
something.
bear mount. I don't even have a mount yet.
Oh, dude, the mount quest is level 20. The bear mount is a part of like they have the collector's edition pre-order, but I just
Yeah.
bought it. I just bought it off the store. I was like, okay. I was like, I like it.
I pre-ordered it, but like, I don't know where the mounts are. I don't know if you got to do level 20. thing
Level 20
first.
quest unlocks your mounts, and then you can.
Okay.
25.
Is it no? I think it's level 20 now.
Okay.
I believe.
What server you on?
Marama
Okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
is that like a new server or what
No.
is that?
The
Legacy.
server.
Yeah.
That's like. How do I transfer to that?
I would if
I know,
you.
I
What level are you?
How do I tell? I don't even know.
I was like, if you're low level, I would just make a new character because you can make up to 4 characters. Otherwise, you have to buy a transfer token, and I don't know how that works as a part of this rush because I know,
How do
like
I tell what my level is?
it should be under your where it used to be like under your name, like where your like stats, your life and stuff like that. Like,
Weapon? No. Attribute?
let's see here 1 second.
No, character. Not attributes.
Sorry, I don't.
Dude, you're good.
I'm not. There's nowhere. I don't.
Fear not, man. Like the only real way to learn is by asking questions. So let's see here if I can pull up. See if I can
Well,
pull
it says
up.
I got 1200 XP to level 7, so I guess. I'm a
Okay,
6.
yeah, you're level 6. So yeah.
Okay.
So I would recommend probably just rolling a new character rather than I think it's $15. I don't think it's cheap to transfer.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I constantly commit to you guys that I'm not going to transfer servers. The only way the server name changes is if we get merged in with another server.
Yeah. Do they merge servers?
Yeah, if necessary. Yeah, so
Okay.
it will happen. We don't know when in the future, kind of what time frame, but it definitely will. What's the max respec cost? See here, when I am here on level 20, it looks like it's 50 Azoth for the weapon. Give me a second. Yeah, dude, the gun firing feels so much better. Holy crap, that feels fun. Now I'm actually looking kind of forward to checking out the bow, and I'm glad I didn't level cap them earlier. All right, so we were looking at, so that was the respec of the skills. Under character attribute stats, 50 coin, which this is nothing. Like, when you play and when you're at level cap, it's primarily free for a long time. And then once they start charging you for it, you're going to have it's just a small deterrent. You can, they even have it where like you can switch servers during, like if you're like in a long queue. So there might be different rules to the server transfer. So like the only way I've known how to do it is through the store.
Should I just make a second character? That way I can play with people on the new server and then Legacy too?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I would do. Like, you know, but yeah.
All right, yeah, that seems more logical, I guess.
I don't know, we could put it up to chat. We could do a poll and see what they say. What sayest thou? Oh, and thanks for the 32 likes, by the way. Appreciate that, y'all. All right, sweet action. Okay, here's and there's another one down here. Let's go grab that.
Make my guy bald.
I made my guy with as much hair as humanly possible. I'm rocking like the afro.
Oh, cool.
Here.
Okay, let's see.
Just for the bear mount.
All right. Hey, my name works. That's cool. All right, so let's see. Marama?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now I got a legacy and a. Okay, good. There we go.
Oh, summoning failed restricted area. Interesting. Okay.
I had to go to GameStop.
What's up?
I had to go to GameStop to replace an Xbox, and I'm just gonna probably give this new one to my wife probably if she wants it. So
Nice.
Trying to get her to play these games, but
That's my secret strategy about, like, I was like, okay, I'll get it on Xbox and I'll do it as my story playthrough, and then it's like, oh, Jules, if you want to play, we already got a leveled up character ready to rock and roll for you, you know. So that's my strat. I'm getting a lot of feedback on you, Hulk.
oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure this out.
You're
Sorry.
good. You're good. Yeah, respec below 60 is free. Just a little bit concerned that the flail and void have two different primary attributes. But, oh man, like you just pick one and focus in on it. That's just my mind on it. Because focus does help for both. They do share that. I like the new jump animation. Yeah, the aiming is so much smoother.
Hey, is that better now? I don't know what you were hearing before, but
Yeah, it's better.
I'm hearing someone talking in the background.
yeah, it's my wife. She's wanting to know if it's on Game Pass. I apologize.
It is
for that.
not on Game Pass, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point that it doesn't change. Namely, because it's, you know, like, hey, we're going to get as many people into the game as possible. You know, like, all right, who knows? Who knows? Time will tell. Woo, they are hurting me.
Alright, I'm watching some people float, so go down, but alright.
68. Okay, these guys are, I'm in an elite area right now, boys.
I'm gonna skip the tutorial because I've already been through that on the beta.
I think that sounds like a solid plan. I'm gonna have to,
Definitely.
we're gonna have to go do some group stuff here. Oh my gosh, Spectral. Let's get out of here. I just wanted all the teleport spots here. When leveling territories, if you're in a group, like going into these areas that have like all the, like that are kind of built for group content, like those are going to be great. And then you'll see those obviously with the symbol on them. Ooh, hello. Oh gosh, that requires 205. I'm not even there. And I'm still being chased. All right. Just wanted that teleport spot. Ooh, a puma.
back.
All right. Going with the void primary? Yeah, that makes sense. There's gems and things like that that can help kind of offset some of those things. There we go. Puma's not giving up chase.
How far are you into the game right now?
I mean, I've kind of beaten all the story stuff. Curse Mist, free for all PvP area. Enter the Curse Mist. All right, here we go. Let's just do some exploring, see what's up. I've already read that. Okay.
Oh crap.
There's bad guys. So it's PvE, PvP. Got it. Yeah, musket mastery. Those are resources. Interesting.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get on Discord on my Xbox so I can better and unmute it a little better than I'm doing now, and I can talk to my mic on there. Okay.
Sounds good, dude.
Be right back.
Hello?
Hey, 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 welcome back.
There we go. Gotta turn you up a little bit.
There we go. Sit down. Sit down. Cursed doubloons, baby. Fascinating. And what a slow opening of the chest. I like it. Little bit of tension. All right. Do you get drops for watching the Twitch streamer? I do think they are going to be doing drops. I don't know what that entails. They generally do drops. That's why it says drops. Like, I don't. And sometimes it's like when they turn the drops on, there's a slow rollout. Oh, missed. If this area ends up being like really popular, I would love it to see if they just made a server where that was just everything was just free for all. Welcome in, dice rollers. Dude, Chili, your new channel is less than a week. Nearly you hit 1K views. Way to freaking go, dude. So awesome for you, man. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Seasonal level is leveling. Okay. Cursed Star Metal Vein. Okay. Twins Racing says, I love your content. You got to follow for me because of your end message. Do you do them during your live streams? It's nice to have positivity in the gaming space. Well, we've talked about stuff like in the live streams. The live streams just basically usually you're kind of flowing how every week, you know, wherever the conversation goes. So I treat these like more of a call-in show. And, you know, it's like the only rule is just like, as long as we're all respectful, like we can talk about anything. I think it was a mistake to say that people shouldn't be able to talk religion and politics and all these different things, you know, because we've forgotten how to, you know, disagree with one another, and everything has gotten a little bit hectic in the online world. I think only exacerbates that fact. Oh, hello. Tayborn with the Bezos Bucks Prime sub. Thank you so much. For 14 months, dropping the Bezos Bucks on me for the last 14 months, dude. That's so freaking amazing. Is he gonna come after me? Nope. Just gonna be over here like just like picking them off.
My power just shut off for no reason.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. If I leave, it's just because I'll lag out.
You're good. Just throw that out there and just mess with y'all. Got him. That was fun. Oh man, I can't get that stuff. All right, 19 Mystic Doubloons, some Star Metal. That was fun. Did I get any experience? Is there any? Some lost. Okay. Okay, that's fun. We're gonna do more of that. It'll be fun to go in with a group as well, because it's like friendly fire and trying to survive. The game plays incredibly well with the controller purge. Incredibly well. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I am going to go to the restroom and I'll be right back. All right. What's up? Well, hey, Danny. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Did you see the Destiny Mobile Edition or whatever that they're talking about?
Oh yeah, Destiny Rising.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that?
The big thing is that I am going to play it just because I am a bit more of a mobile gamer than I used to be because of my job.
Yeah.
But also, I really appreciate that they're taking the time to just do it in an alternate universe where they can have fun with it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So it has no effect on the canon, which as a lore guy, I really appreciate.
What's up?
What's up, Val? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing alright. Finally finished work.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Finally finished work.
Oh, well, welcome back to the non-working ways.
What about you guys? What are you up to?
I played around with a little bit of the custom stuff, Jordan. But right now I just kind of like how this flows. We're playing some New World Aeternum right now. The quote-unquote non-expansion expansion just is out. So the re-release, the reborn moment.
Is it going as well as you thought it would?
Yeah, it's actually going really well. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if the numbers are still going up. Like, we're kind of curious. I was thinking that we might ultimately get to around 60. Yeah, it's a 53, so it's still going up. And we might see a new number in here.
For a musket and all that stuff, what do you recommend? Dexterity and intelligence, or
Dex.
focus?
Yeah. It depends on what you're gonna pair with it, though.
I'm gonna pair it with a blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss scales off of strength. Let's go to the weapons here real quick.
Okay.
Attributes. So blunderbuss is strength and intelligence, and the musket is, yeah, that's dexterity and intelligence. So you might want to actually go off of intelligence if you're gonna go musket blunder.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put some points in there. And for now, I'm gonna use the rapier until I can find a blunderbuss.
Let's go check out some Outpost Rush. We want our 3v3. Ooh, yeah, I like that they added in the rolls to these matchmaking. Int with 50 dex for a little extra damage and crit hit. Jordan is giving you those tips. Dude, out of all my Xboxes, the Series S is beating my 2 Series X's, which you find intriguing. How so, Jeffrey? Tell me more, please. I like all the little hints and tips that they're bringing up. That's nice. And I got 2 outposts. Oh, snap. They got all the nodes. Same game, new name. It's actually a much better game.
GG.
Oh, get out of that. Come on. Oh, live, live, live. Oh.
No life for you.
You were really expecting a Final Fantasy ARR Rebirth type experience? They completely changed from 1.0 to 2.0. I mean, like, in terms of everything that made that game what it is. And so, like, I think actually, while we gained a lot, we still, in that transition, lost a lot. Here we have gained. Not as much as, like, veterans did want and I think deserve, but we're going to see how they follow this up with.
Yeah, I mean, 1.0 was a lot more customizable than 2.0.
Yeah.
In almost every way. It was much more of a traditional RPG.
Yeah, it was more sandbox.
Not just sandbox, but everything in terms of your character. And then they kept it around for 2.0 to 3.0, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah.
The amount of races you could pick in 1.0 was insane.
Okay.
What are you doing, Yimmer?
Doing stuff in WoW.
Have you become an addict again?
Kind of.
It could be worse.
You could be playing Destiny like you. How is it?
I'm like 2 months sober, bro.
Oh, really?
I'm not playing Destiny.
Why the break?
Because World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, what do you have to work on in Destiny these days?
Well, the new episode did like literally just start.
Yeah.
But they changed it from being like a new thing every week to front loading like 3 weeks of content into the release week. So I haven't even watched any content about it to try and avoid spoilers because I really like the story that they're going to be going into. But between work and choosing to put all my gaming time into WoW, it's kind of a...
Makes sense.
I remember the D1 days.
I also
when you just run
played so much Destiny leading up to the release of the if I hadn't played like every single day for 4 months before the final shape came out, I probably would have stuck better to it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the D1 days when you would run a strike just for fun and they were much harder than they are now.
Cool. Coffee is ready.
I really don't know why they changed the strike format in Destiny 2.
Because people were asking.
I've not played Destiny in months.
If you look at a bunch, like if you go
I haven't
back and
even
watch
picked up
any
the latest
content about the D2 beta, or not like the beta, but like the pre-release thing where they released inverted strike you could play. All of everything they said about it was just like, you guys keep asking for like something more substantive, so we made them longer and with like actual mechanics, but then we power crept out of that in less than a year.
I'll be honest, strikes in D1 felt much better. To be fair, PvP in D1 felt much better.
I still don't understand that one.
Really? It just felt more substantive, right? It just like, it just felt more fun. I don't know what, it's weird. I just felt more fun.
If I had to pick something, it would be there's too many choices at this point. But also, you don't have to be a god with hand cannons to get anywhere anymore.
It felt more raw. That's probably the best way to say it.
Well, I'm not terrible
Yeah,
at
but I mean all those players who are like really big on that play Apex and CSGO, whatever, CS2, whatever it is.
I don't get the love with hand cannons in Destiny 2. I get the love with hand cannons in Destiny 1, but they don't feel the same in Destiny 2. Like, they changed the way they feel, and I've never been able to like, get back into them.
I don't know. I always preferred, I really prefer the hand cannons in D2, but it also could be just I've gotten to be a better FPS player with massive.
Don't know what it was. It was weird. I noticed that immediately when I tried out when you were in the EDZ for the first time in D2, and you had the really crappy hand cannons, and I fired. I was like, whoa, what is this? So it wasn't even like I had, you know, immediately, like I hadn't played the game for months.
Oh, they got me.
D1 to D2, and I was like, this is nasty.
Someone got to max level before the first expansion and didn't try the end game. Should I try Aeternum? Yes, you should.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because you also already have the game. Like, so just download it, check it out, see if it gives you some fun vibes. If you're enjoying it, keep playing it. And if not, yeah, man, like there's going to be, it's good for the veteran players of us. It's like I've continued to maintain. It's not about how October performs. It's about what happens next. When do we get the roadmap? What's on that roadmap? And then, this version feels very high quality. Like the game feels like it definitely has improved a lot. Man, we are getting rolled on today.
Has anything with like the visuals changed at all?
Visually, it looks better. I feel like it does. It just visually looks way better.
Okay.
We did not win. How did I do? 16th. Okay, awesome. Not horrible. I got 4 kills. Nice. Oh, NPC kills.
You know, I actually wouldn't be surprised if AWS put the Lumberyard as like a peerless MMO engine.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what the Lord of the Rings is going to be focusing on.
Yeah, because they're building up all this tech. So I'm surprised they're not going to license that out.
One second. I'm going to go grab my coffee.
Marketplace. What race you playing in WoW, Hammer?
What race?
Yeah, you Blood Elf.
Fuck Blood Elves, no. My main is a Draenei Shaman.
Oh, so you're obviously a female Draenei Shaman then.
Yeah. Because why not?
Hey, I don't judge. The ass is pretty good.
I mean, most of my characters are female.
Yeah.
Except for like a handful. And then I'm working on like a troll hunter and like a Nightborn mage. So, but yeah, the game's fun. That's really what matters.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back, sire.
Welcome back.
So I got called Irish again today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
By this person, it was an Irishman.
Oh.
It's really annoying.
You're like, no.
I have to have this conversation like every 3 days.
Yeah, there is NPC voice acting like throughout all the characters, so maybe restart your game, Gordy? Or check your audio settings to make sure you don't have like voice like completely muted. Vocals, voiceover, movie volume. Try to get that knocked out. Is there another one around here? Yep, right up here.
I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 Honor mode right now.
Which mode?
Honor mode.
What's that mean?
You die, it's permanent.
I thought it was already.
No, as in the minute your entire party's dead, the game's over.
Oh.
You're put back to the main menu. You can't reload saves. You can't do anything. It's nightmare difficulty, I think, as well. Whatever it is at the highest. Oh.
What, Diablo?
No, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Even in Diablo, if you lose on hardcore, you can just respawn it in the Eternal Realm. It's just not hardcore anymore.
Yeah. How do I select the server I want to use?
When you go to create a character, it should allow you to pick a region in a server. It should even list it out. Like, if you can't find it, let me know and we'll hop on over to that and try to see what we can do.
Whoever came up with the idea for fried chicken was a master. That man alone has brought more joy to humanity than anyone else.
I miss fried chicken.
Oh man, good. Are you doing that because of your diet?
Oh, what?
Are you doing that for like exercise and stuff?
Oh yeah. Just working on losing the rest of this weight.
Yeah.
Does any, like, are you able to make... That's so weird that you're not getting NPC voices.
Have they enabled voices in settings?
Yeah, like everything's voice acted now in this game.
Unless it's a bug.
It's got to be a bug or something.
Yeah.
The main character isn't voiced, are they?
I don't believe so.
I mean, aside from like
Runs
damage yelps and stuff, aside from like sound effects, no. Like, you know, like typical voice acting, you know.
Yeah.
I hate voice characters so much. Voice main characters in RPGs.
It varies for me. Depends.
If I'm reading a text dialogue, the last thing I want to hear someone else was just say the thing I read out. Oh god, I missed the early 2000s. I swear, the older I get, the more like a boomer I feel.
I think that's just the natural progression.
Yep.
No, it's weird. It's like I'm going in reverse, like when it comes to my gaming tastes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, everybody told me I would have less time and what you call it, I would need to do that 30-minute break session crap. Older I get, I'm just like, no, let me sacrifice my life.
You're only 27, dude. Like, let's not over dramatize this. It's like, talk to me when you're 37, and let's see if you don't like those 30-minute breaks.
Mate, I boost up Boosteroid in the bloody lunch hall at this point. To be fair though, you also have like a clan.
Oh, thanks, Dalton. Oh, stop running.
How many fish do you have again? Like 6, 7?
Oh man,
What?
dude, thanks. I'm so glad that you're enjoying those, dude. I've been doing them for a little while, but obviously as people kind of come back to check out the content with the expansion, it's fun that people are, you know, even veteran people in the community are like, oh, this is a refreshing change of pace, which I'm very happy with. I've kind of defined it as like the real reason this video exists. Thank you, Cameron.
You're welcome.
How do I bullshit?
It might be below, like, you might have to, like, pick your, it might have your world auto-picked for you, and then you have to be like, oh, I want to make it on this world.
I'm dead. Well, there goes those 4 hours.
What are you playing right now?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, that's right, you already said that, sorry.
And then I die, and I'm basically dead.
Just get good, Kappa.
Yeah. Not dead. Yeah, order mode back and campaign.
Really should swap my.
Imagine if Elden Ring had had like a hardcore mode.
That'd be neat. That'd be, ooh.
Nobody would survive.
Then the one
Kinda
guy who
goes
did it
against the-
naked or something like that?
Yeah, it kind of goes like you can kind of do a lot. Like you can do about 4,000 damage
Mhm.
even without trinkets, like at level 1. You just need to get specific weapons.
Oh.
It's weird. Elden Ring isn't even a skill-based game. It's a knowledge-based game. You just need to know where everything is and you're done. But Space Marine 2 is also getting new content.
Already? Wow.
Yeah. They're bringing in a new enemy type apparently. Like, the best part of that game is the operations.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame, like, they're tied to the story, so... The more they can bring in, the better.
The Jaws of Oblivion. Looking for the, from the Judge of Purity.
Oh, and Hogwarts Legacy, I heard, is getting DLC as well.
Are they adding DLC to Hogwarts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. I was just wondering if they were going to just do another game, but I guess that, you know, it's sold enough that they're like, yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can sell some more.
If you look at it, it's the only thing which sold.
Wukong is sold.
For Warner.
Oh, Warhammer. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, for
No,
Warner Brothers.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's sold for Warner Brothers recently.
Treasure trinkets, gold and glimmer.
I'm like, hey Christy. Yeah, I saw this, what was it? Nerd Slayer Studios was like, oh yeah, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, like, sold 10 million copies, and I'm just like, what? It's like, no it didn't. It made $10 million. But it didn't sell 10 million copies.
I really wish I didn't buy that game. Like, I was like, I didn't want it, and then Kirk's like, let's review it for the...
Like, you know, you ever hear someone say something and you know it's wrong?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, no offense to like in Lono, but I'm just going to be honest, anytime they recommend a game, I don't buy it.
I mean, I generally don't take game recommendations because, like, my tastes are very... What do you say?
I really like the days of walking into like a HMV and then seeing a cool cover, reading the
Oh yeah, like that's how marketing used to work to get you to buy a game.
I really miss that. Like, I remember like the day I went in and bought Dragon Age Origins and walked out happy because I got an 18.
Amen to that, Christy. Amen to that. I'm having so much fun.
Like how the old thing used to, how old gaming used to work. Like, you would look at a cover, it's a cool cover, you go to the back and you see, like, you read the blurb and it's a cool blurb and you see some cool
it'd be fucking awesome.
and it's just like, yeah, I'll get this, and it turns out it's like a cookie clicker or whatever, you know. It's just like,
do you know what I also miss?
Yeah, you had a lot more leaps of faith at the time when you were buying video games back then. Nowadays, it's like,
oh man, remember like the original Mega Man box art, guys? Like, that was that's a legend. It's legendary, you know.
Did we have a lot more leaps of faith? Because I remember getting demo discs in magazines for like a pound.
I never did. No.
Oh yeah, dude. That's how I played the original. when they had a Final Fantasy X demo in something that they did with a disc, and I remember playing the crap out of that. It was great.
Like, it was very...
They really need to bring them back. Like, they really need to bring demos back. And I know Reforged said, oh yeah, you know, Game Pass is great for demos. And like, it shouldn't be, demos should be free. Like, this whole idea of paying for a subscription to play a flipping demo, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's...
Like,
that's
I'm old-fashioned here. You should be paying me to play the demo at this point, if we're going that way. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow, okay, so other people are also reporting that they're not getting the NPC voice chat.
That's interesting.
Is this just on Xbox, Gordy? Is this on, like... I wonder if it's like, yeah, maybe a bug or something just kind of happened. I'll have to go play around with it myself and see if it's like, oh.
There's a lot about the school gaming culture in this. Like, do you know what I miss? I miss game guides with a really cool concept art in them.
Okay.
Like, you used to get hardcover game guides. And they used to be cheap as well. It was like 20 quid. Like, it used to be like the complete, you know... It would be like 500 pages, you know, of like actual stuff, detailing everything. It used to have all the cool concept art. And the guide. It used to show you all the maps and absolutely everything, and like...
yeah, some of them did. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I am not saying that you should make a new character. Just heads out. Like, if you want to, you can. But the only reason I am is because I'm going to be focusing in on the story on Xbox. So I'm making a new character on a different platform. And that's essentially kind of what I'm doing.
God, like, I remember walking to like, what was a really good music shop back in the day? Like HMV, you'd be able to get like t-shirts from game studios and stuff with like your favorite character art and stuff on it. It was just something you could just walk in and buy. You know, you didn't have to go on a website and wait 7 months for them to finally ship your product. Or pay like ridiculous shipping fees.
I remember like importing, having to import games.
Yes, Jeffrey Marama.
I swear I missed 2008. Like, outside of like the, you know, the housing market crash and like the global recession, I missed 2008.
That's my theory, Ramchar, is that we're gonna see. I hope that they follow up with this update with like a new weapon in the next season, because then essentially that becomes another like thing of excitement that people can like. That'll be like, heck yeah, let's go. Oh,
so they are working on
daggers,
dual daggers, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything else. I don't know like when it's coming out or anything.
Here's a question, guys. What's your out of all the games in the past like 10 years, what one had like an amazing soundtrack?
Final Fantasy 14. I think New World has an amazing soundtrack.
New World has a good soundtrack.
Imagine playing games with the in-game sound on.
Metaphor has a really good soundtrack.
I mean, I generally don't play with music because I usually have something on in the background while I'm playing anyway. So it's just like,
I'm just listening to my screen all the time.
Yeah, like I usually have like a podcast on or like a stream going. So it's just like, I have the sound effects on but no music.
I say, was Brutal Legend in the last 10 years?
Oh man, Brutal Legend, dude.
I mean,
I feel like that was a little overstated.
Yeah, I think so.
The best boss theme in gaming history is Brute Justice, hands down. Like nothing else beats it.
That's weird. I kind of fell in love with the Octopath Traveler soundtrack.
It's a good, yeah. Octopath Traveler's are good.
I've never played.
I don't know why. It just made me feel happy.
Okay.
It was weird, and it's weird. Like you mentioned FF14.
Yeah.
I progressively disliked the music as I've played the game more and more. Like it's weird. Like, cause when I listen to the primal stuff, I like basically everything. Like it's like heavy chord was
Primals.
It's like when you got like Fiend and stuff like that, that's like peak. And then you get the Alexander Raid songs, and then Stormblood comes along, you've got a few good in Stormblood, then Shadowbringers comes along with the main title theme, and then nothing else is really good after that. And then Endwalker comes along that's got a ton of music, and only Footfalls is good. Like the rest is very vanilla.
I will say I'm obsessed with the Endwalker theme, but only because Sam Carter from Archetypes is the voice.
The Destiny 2 soundtrack, Rhino says, and Flex, I think Flex and Ram, it's like it is really up to AGS now to follow this up with another quality update, and that's gonna be that's really where we're gonna be looking at, like, is 2025 gonna be a really fun year to play? Whether you want to just play. I'm assuming next October we're gonna see a new expansion, because that just seems to be the most sense, where people can check back in your game every, for 3, imagine if you're like, oh, I play this game 3 months out of the year. Like, that seems like a healthy amount.
Destiny 2 soundtrack, I'm gonna do a hot take. It is generic and highly forgettable.
The only OST in Destiny 2 I really like is Deep Stone Crypt.
But that's just me. I mean, I've listened to a lot of epic orchestral music, especially, and it's just,
It's weird. I like music that invites you into the world. If I feel like the music trying to be like a full track, I feel like it takes away from the world, and therefore I just don't like it.
I don't know.
It's like, it's like, again, it's probably like my old school sensibilities of like opening up an old school RPG, and then you just have this amazing old school soundtrack with like a gorgeous vocal, and then just like really like heavy instruments, and then you're just like, I'm home. And then Destiny it's not all over the place because they try to do a ton of stuff. But that's just the nature of a life service, I feel. Like, they try to do everything. Like, get every aesthetic that they can, and therefore the music's just a mishmash. Whereas, like, if you listen to like the Arthas soundtrack, and like, wow, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, WoW has pretty consistent music.
I feel like old school WoW music's bad.
I will have to say that I've only really popped in for some of the Dragonflight and War Within music, but War Within music is really good purely because it doesn't get in the way of anything.
You gotta be honest, listen to the title music of War Within. Oh shit.
Well, yeah, it's just title music, but like specifically, like, listen to some of the Hallowfall music and Isle of Dorn on the top side, not Dornagal, just Isle of Dorn.
Oh my
god. They have some really good stuff where they're back. You don't have to listen to it for it to like be a nice like adventuring thing, but then when you go into dungeons and stuff, it like kicks up enough to like keep the energy.
I swear to
Again, after the first week, I turn off all the music because I got better things to listen to, but like, I've never been into the real soundscape of games, but I'm also like the weird spreadsheet guy that just wants to.
The only one.
Yeah, there's more than 200 hours that you can get out of here, like easily. People, the biggest complaint wasn't that they didn't have something to do after 200 hours, is they didn't have something to do after 2,000 hours. Like, yeah.
I'm starting to like really get annoyed by when games just like rewrite real world names, and it's like real world place names, and it's like it's Magical Ireland, and I'm like, oh god.
Magical Ireland.
Yeah, it's like Dornagal. It's like it's a real place.
I I've never heard of it, so I'll take your word for it.
Another place also called Donegal as well, and you're like, oh my god. It's like when you get Dragon Age 2 and it's called Kirkwall, and Kirkwall's a place as well, and you're like, oh no. Or it's like you go into the bloody Iron Forge, like Loch Modan, and you're like, oh no.
I think that's a European thing, because as an American, those names are fine.
Dude, honestly, I was at university one time and I was just speaking, oh yeah, we're gonna go to Loch Ness and blah 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 blah, and one of my Italian mates, it's like just, he literally thought I was playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh.
I mean, of all the games to have been not hiding that they just base everything off of World.
Yeah, I know.
So it's fine.
Honestly, I was
20 years ago, and now we
I remember Shadowlands, right? And everything was just ripped off something. And I was like, oh my god, no imagination left.
No.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Mike?
The mic.
And his name is John C.
Love it.
Yo. I thought his name was Mike.
His name is Mike. Oof. Oh, that.
You guys heard the conversation.
Oh wait, you're in a dungeon, so this one will be better.
The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
More like keeps alerting the ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, get out of this cursed loot.
I want to pinch your butt cheeks.
Woo! Happy Halloween!
God, I wonder what Halloween's gonna be like here. I see less and less kids doing it, which is sad.
See less and less kids doing what?
Halloween.
Trading.
My kids they keep asking me like, how many seconds until Halloween, Dad? And I'm like, all right, let's do some calculations.
Here, where I live, it depends. Like, we've had years where there's literally no one. And then we've had years where it's like a bunch of kids. Like, it really varies.
Well, the main.
It's like,
Sorry, Val, go ahead.
No, I'll see like parents do it and they'll pick their kids out and stuff, but then none of the neighbors do it.
Trunk or treat is somewhat replaced the tradition, or
Trunk or treat.
That's what I was going to get into. It was that instead of wandering neighborhoods and everything else like that, people got paranoid and they've been doing trunk or treats.
The hell is trunk or treat?
you go and decorate your car, and all the kids like come to like one area, and then everybody goes car to car to car, and you kind of hang out.
Yeah.
I thought Brian's dyslexia was acting up. I didn't realize that was
No, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
That's dystopian.
It's definitely bigger with like smaller communities, like
I would imagine, yeah. Because
really heavy HOAs or like church groups.
It's mainly focused on church groups, colleges, yada yada yada, all that.
Neighborhood.
But it's weird, right? It's like, even in Scotland, like, my great-grandfather did it, his father did it, my dad did it, like, and it's like just been done, and now I go back home, and then nobody does it, and it's like, what's happened? It's like, you've got like a €6,000 holiday here, and nobody's celebrating it.
I mean, you have like
That's fine.
crimes, abductions, and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's even
getting candy from strange people that like might have razor blades in it, that sort of thing. Which I know
that's where trunk or treat basically came from. Parents getting paranoid about their kids getting abducted and whatnot.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's like with the common sense of the days. Back in when we were young, you can go outside. Our parents would say, "Get the fuck out of the house, go play." when the streetlights come on, come back in.
I didn't even get that.
Nowadays, it's like, no, stay inside, or we gotta sit out there and watch you and be bored because you're having fun and we're not.
I don't know, my parents were just like, go have fun with your friends, be home by dinner, and dinner was usually between 5 and 6. And if I was gonna be late for dinner, I had to call them. So I'd have to like find a phone somewhere.
My cousins would leave the house
Call home.
at like 8 o'clock and then come back like at midnight to like 3 in the morning.
That happened later in college. That like if I wasn't gonna be back by like sundown or by like a certain time, then yeah, I had to like call my parents.
Rag says, Brian, you don't play Throne? I play Throne. I'm not actively like playing just Throne. I think I'm level 15. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta go and check. I haven't got my level cap character in Throne yet, but I will.
You dabble.
Yeah.
You play too many games all at once.
Shower on Sunday was playing Liberty. They wanted me to get into it.
The combat puts me off. Also too, it's like a heavy like guild versus guild game. And I'm just not I'm not a PvP guy. And I'm not at least in MMOs I'm not really a PvP guy.
I haven't tried a mutation yet, Igniter. We'll have to give that a try.
I'm a PvP guy as long as I win.
Oh well, of course, yeah.
You've played Legends before, haven't you?
No, it's Black Desert when you ended up playing the... What was the fat guy called again, you know?
Fat guy.
The guy who looked like he had Down syndrome.
Oh, the Berserker?
Yeah, and then you just grab someone and just run around with it in your hand and just like ram them into the floor constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I never got into the Black Desert PvP scene.
Oh,
I only ever did grinding. And I remember in the early years, like 2007.
How did you do grinding and not get into the PvP scene? Because the minute you're at the spawn and somebody else wants to take the spot, you have to do shit out.
Yeah.
We did find the areas that were less populated.
No, I'm talking about like this is before you even played.
Oh.
Like 2017, 2018.
Yep.
By that time, I was not at high-end grind spots. I was pretty like mid to low. So like, there were a couple times where I did fight for a grind spot. It was not very common. I think it happened twice. And I was like, that's a bunch of BS.
I have to do that for my leather spot and well.
Wow, that boss melted, dude.
Yeah.
I have a buyer in mind.
You mean for your crabs?
Nah, the bees.
Oh, the bees. Yeah. People, I'm becoming
it's optional and well.
I'm becoming disenchanted with the bees because like people go there a lot.
It is a rather hard area. I imagine in
It's also-
PvE it's probably strip mined, but in PvP land it's only the people out there who are willing to die a couple times and fight each other for it.
Yeah. Well, it's not the
My bees. Bababoos.
the elites
Bababoo.
are. So I'm a solo player. So like I have to fight 3 bees on my own, and each one has like 2,000 to 8,000 health.
Oh yeah, no, like you have to blow your cooldowns every
Yeah, like per pack, and it's just like it's really annoying. And I'm just like the wolves are fine. Like the wolves are really easy because they just attack you one at a time.
Easy. Yeah.
But like the bees, you hit one and like two or three more come at you, and then like on occasion like this giant like blob of honey with like 9,000 million health comes at you, and it's just like, oh god. You know, lays down an AoE that like burns you for 100,000 every second, and it's just like, dude, come on. Yeah. Like I don't even have 5 million health. Come on.
My brain is so rotted listening to this. The minute he goes below your cooldowns, I'm thinking something completely different.
Not that cooldown.
I mean, that was what I was originally gonna say, so we'll roll with it. That's why I always love watching Preach's videos about like back when he did WoW guides and stuff. He's like, all right, Then you get to this part, and this is where you're gonna blow your load.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you got 6 cooldowns.
Oh, come on, come on.
All at once.
Yeah, that really pisses me off. People are like, oh, I'm gonna save my cooldowns. I'm like, when are you gonna use them then?
I mean, it's like a strategic thing. Like, people are always like, yeah, they're like, but it's a 3-minute cooldown. Cool. We have like 10 minutes till the next boss.
It's like a 5-minute rule. Yeah, like it takes honestly, it takes a long time to get to a boss. People just don't realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're telling me you can use that 3 times between then and now? Perfect.
Yeah. No, it really annoyed me in Final Fantasy. It really annoyed me. Like,
Oh yeah. People were just sleeping on cooldowns. Sleeping on that limit break. Like, use it.
Oh yeah, like I've got a Finnish friend. They would get pissed.
Well, we gotta save it for the level 2 limit break for the final boss.
That you won't get to because you're burning them down way too fast.
Right. And even then it's like, oh, it does like 5% of his health. Oh boy.
You can sometimes do that if you even open up with it. And then you can do another one. It's like, let's go.
It's just like the worst part of an MMO is the pug. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I hate pug dynamics so much.
The what?
Pickup group.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
It's from my friend, like, he's a high-end raider, and he pugged a lot of content in Final Fantasy 14, and it's really like a 50-50 shot to get something good or bad, because he's pugged like
I just don't know how people can waste that kind of time. That like it's like if we're not learning as a team,
because like
it just seems stressful.
He's pugged savage raid tiers and like beaten stuff with the pug group, right? But at the same time, there are some pug groups he's gotten where like you're surprised the person even functions as a living human being. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's like, it's not even like the effort people put in, it's the attitude of people who pug. And it's like there's like a threshold to it. Once you get through them, like once you wade your way through the filth, you then get to the people who who are actually normal. But there's like that, like, it's like when you have like really old beer and there's like crust that's developed across it, like you have to move it off when you see them like in old westerns with the foam and shit. It's like once you get through that crap, you finally then get the beer. But it's like, no, it's just like low-end pug people just make me want to hang myself. And the problem is, it gets even worse once you get into like normal dungeons and they treat brand new players like absolute shit. And it was the weirdest thing, and it's like, dude, you're not even making it past Mythic 2, shut up.
Yeah, Azer's right. It's like Pug Savages builds character. And also that a cooldown that's not on cooldown is wasted potential.
That should be on a shirt.
Should be on a shirt.
The problem is, right, when you have these people, is that they never move on because nobody wants to play with them. They're not team players. So nobody wants to play with them, and they just remain there and they get worse and worse and worse. So it's like, why can't I progress? And the problem is you can't progress because you're an asshole.
Like, do you remember the people I talked about in the other Discord I'm part of where, like, people had just been complaining?
Yeah, I remember what you're saying.
The funny is now that, like, 3 or 4 of them all said they're canceling their subs, like, the next 3 or 4 conversations in the Discord were, like, surprisingly happy to be what we've seen since launch. It's like,
we talking about WoW or 14?
In this case, WoW.
Yeah,
but they were 14 players, for what it's worth. Like, every other conversation could not come up without mentioning, they don't respect my time.
What does that even mean?
It's the dumbest thing.
I don't.
To me, like, that phrase is along the same lines as, like, hate speech and modern audience. Like, what does that even mean? Right?
It's like, it's a flippin' MMO. I'm here to literally spend time in a virtual world. If that means I have to grind up 100 core hours, I'll do it.
Like, respect your time is like, To me, an MMO is how you spend your time in a fictional world, right? So it's like it doesn't matter if the game respects your time or not. It's how you respect your time.
Yeah. Are you having fun? No. What the hell are you doing with your life?
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? It's removing, it's infantilizing people, and it really annoys me. Because it's like like every single thing, a lot of complaints.
It's removing like responsibility and agency from people.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the complaints I see in like the WoW forum is like this can be solved by you growing up and getting a guild. This can be solved by socializing.
CE14 says that they're 100% in the boat. Respect my time. So the question would be is like, what does that mean to you though? Right? Like, what does respecting your time mean?
I think they're just mocking. Like,
well, they might be, but I'm just generally thinking like, even whether they're memeing or they're not, it's like, but what does that even mean, right? That's the thing. Same. It's like we talked about this with the culture war stuff. Like, there's these terms that people just throw around, and everybody's going to have kind of an emotional response to those terms, but we aren't speaking the same language. Because we're not speaking the same language, it's gonna feel like we're disagreeing or we're, you know, it's like, no, it's like, okay, we're not even talking the same, like the words don't mean the same things, and so it causes you know, frustration and confusion.
It's weird, right? Because people are like, MMOs are successful when they're a broad church, and I'm like, yeah, but they're also watered down and diluted when they're a broad church, and then no one's happy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I always come back to in like the classical, like just comparison between like 14 and WoW, and people say 14 respects their time more. I feel like is just more edging into the conversation of is it an MMORPG or an RPG MMO type thing?
Yeah.
Because it's 14 is like, here's all the things you can do, and realistically, if you grind long enough, you probably can get literally.
Okay, I'm just going to be
You got to go talk to other people before we give you the keys to the kingdom.
14 isn't even an RPG. I'm sorry. I think it's a safe player.
But it's still a thing. Like that is its whole own.
Yeah, I know Jesse Potts came up with a term.
But it's not.
Yeah, I think FF14. If FF14, I've never felt like my time was like in endgame at least. I never felt like my time was I guess in this case respected, right? Because like I would do something, I would do this really hard fight. And then I would like, I don't know.
Here's your token.
Here's my token. Here's my dumb currency that I can only get like 450 per week, right? And like, I get a plus like 10 boost to like some dumb stat, right? Like it just make my number go up by a marginal degree.
Mm-hmm.
It never felt like it never felt rewarding.
Aren't you happy when you do a savage and all you get is the dyeable version of the garment you got before?
Oh my god, it's freaking. At least with WoW, it's a different color, or has like a slightly different shoulder effect. You know, like you can tell, like at least in WoW, you can tell, like, oh, that guy's done Mythic because his armor is blue instead of like yellow or whatever. You know, like
yeah.
My biggest issue with like FF14 was that the armor you would get isn't even the nicest armor.
Some of it was pretty good, a lot of it was not.
Like some of the nicest armor was honestly non-dyeable dungeon gear, and then you got really pissed off because you couldn't dye it.
And then some of it was like only good looking on like some of the gear only looked good on females, some of it only looked good on men, a lot of it was just terrible either way. Like
especially the early gear in ARR, that was shit.
Yeah, I just watched Fashionista on their review or their rant about Dawn Trail, and I was like, yeah, like how else was this gonna go, guys?
What, they're complaining that it's not good?
Oh, they do not like it.
Oh,
well. It's not like Dawn Trail looks cheap. It doesn't. Honestly, it just like there's a lot of. I'm just not interested in playing. It's weird, right? It's weird how you can. I was thinking about this earlier. It's weird how you can tell whether or not something has like the correct vibe for a game just based on how the trailer is and the marketing is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, no. It's like have the developers like forgotten what the soul of the game is? It's weird.
I think when people say respect my time, it means give me a 100% guarantee that I will like this game, and don't have me grind or work to find out if I like it before I click the play button. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I think that's
a definition,
part of it, right?
Yeah.
I think it has to do with
that feels so good.
People not finding
like a good definition. Go ahead. Sorry.
People are fine with grind. Well, they're fine with it, but like people are more accepting of a grind if they feel like the reward is worth it. Right. And the issue I have with a lot of games is that they make you work for something that isn't
right. Like as they were saying, like the 14 gear treadmill isn't it isn't satisfying, and it hasn't been satisfying. There's no RPG there. It's so safe, and you feel that safety also in 16, despite the fact that I like 16. I enjoyed my time with 14, but I was like why are I'm getting the RPG in Final Fantasy VII Remake? I'm getting the RPG that I feel starved for in New World. My build is my build, even if it isn't the most efficient and the most meta. I'm still having fun, and I'm like experimenting with it, right? As opposed to like your job is your job is your job and call it a day. It's like, okay, well, I want a little bit more. I want a little bit more.
Never.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, FF would be more interesting to me if they had like hybrid classes again, whereas like you need 2 jobs to unlock further job, and then they limit the amount of classes you can have.
What enraged me the most, I think, in any FF14 conversation was, I want to play a class, but I don't want to play it like this. I want to play it like I mean warrior, right? And after a while, I had a lot of fun with warrior, but I got tired of tanking, so I wanted to play DPS.
Right.
And people were just like, well, why don't you just play a different class? And it's just like, I don't want to play a different class. I want to play warrior. I just want to kill shit with my axe, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And like that's why WoW speaks to me on a different level, because like it has specs, right? It has specializations that like you can play the class you want, but you can play it in a specific way that's different from the others, right?
What does this need me to do?
For example, you want to play a paladin, sure, but you can also, you're tired of tanking, well, play retribution or play holy, like.
Or like you and me are both playing shaman right now, but I'm the melee in your face and you're the ranged element.
Yeah. You know what's actually funny about that?
Really
like
touching the healer.
Yeah.
But we can.
What's funny about that is like, if I was a shaman in real life, I'd probably be enhancement. I'd probably be melee.
Imagine lifting a hammer every day. I just go exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Plus, man, you get fired.
Something about hitting stuff with an axe or a hammer or something is.
I'm just that type of person who wants like the Galadriel move, where she just lifts a finger and you just send her.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, but with shaman, you get that. You get both of those, right? You get like, you can snap your fingers and you electrocute some dude to death.
Inlining is
Referral and Garrosh.
Well, with enhancement, you snap your fingers and you summon two hungry wolves to bite your opponent's ass.
Or raptors, yeah.
I'm doing that right now.
I prefer the raptors, but that's just me. What is that?
God, I love this game. You know what's weird? I'm honestly like, I'm getting like, Monster Hunter World is scratching this like lure.
Dude, I'm looking forward to Wilds. I'm looking forward to really kind of diving into that one. I'm really hoping they fix that. Like, they really kind of update the multiplayer aspect, because I felt in World, I was like, oh man, how do we play together? And it was always like so many hoops you had to jump through.
I honestly think it'd be better. I think you and Remu said this before. If the trade yard was the social area.
Yeah. They have the social area as the what is it called? The party hub or something. They have a name for it.
It's the boat.
Gathering hub, I think it's called.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I get it. It's like a fun place to hang out, but like, If you don't know about it, you're not gonna go there.
Well, it's really easy to find out. The problem is that it's just like there's no way to meet people. Like you just
Right.
have to like.
But
send
even
them
still,
back.
like if I could just invite my friends, hey, hey, I see you're on, come join me. Boop, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Wilds kind of addresses that issue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just waiting for the boss fights because they're going to be phenomenal. Although it's like they've a lot of people are being like, it's going to be 30 FPS. I'm like, looking at those specs, it's not going to be 30. That's going to be 60 plus. Like, even Worlds now limits me to 60, and it can do more, and it's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I hate how Capcom does this shit, where it's like variable frame rate nonsense.
Do you think trying to think. Do you think GTA 6 is gonna run like at 60 frames a second on
No.
PS5 Pro?
No, not even close.
I think they'll advertise it as 60, but it won't hit 60.
Like they'll have a
I think they'll
performance. They'll have
advertise it.
like a performance mode or something.
PSSR. I think they'll do it with PSSR. But I'm gonna be honest, right? It's like, don't get your hopes up for what you're like. I know it's getting expensive for consoles but the thing is, right? If you have DLSS, it's a lower resolution. Like there are drawbacks to these technologies. It's not a cure-all. It's not a fix-all. You know, you're upscaling. There's a reason it's called upscaling. You know, it's like there's always salt in the porridge. Like you're just gonna have to accept it.
I forget where this place is.
Native rasterization is always going to be better than AI accelerated hardware.
Yeah.
And there's been it's a reason for the longest time PC players have been angry that they're not getting their price to performance because the performance of the actual hardware is being diminished, but they're saying it's AI accelerated. That means nothing. It's fake. It's bullshit. Virtualization. It's software.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot where the crabs are. Are they by the delve?
Like that, we got some Final Fantasy 11 veterans in chat.
They usually rest around your crotch.
Now I don't know about 21 by 9. I'm gonna check it out because I usually play this game in ultra wide. I'm playing it in 1080p right now.
What the? Is it top?
What I also have, another big issue is the fact that games could literally just become more stylized and more artistic, and then tone down, like seriously, tone down the amount of polygons in the scene, and you could have a better looking game. You know,
I definitely respect that.
and it wouldn't cost you the fucking
sun. I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And it's got an art style that doesn't age.
Yeah, like metaphor, not the wildest thing. Art style, very good.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need a game like Cyberpunk. You just change a few of the lighting options. You got photorealistic mode.
But they do it because they need investors. So.
Yeah, but it's like who are you selling this to? The investors ain't going to stick around if you're selling like what's that stupid game EA made where they're like, oh yeah, we're going to ramp everything up, and it's the selling point's going to be its looks. It was that weird puzzle shooter thing with magic bracelets or something like that.
Oh, what's that called? It did not last.
Yeah, of course, because nobody bought it.
Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
Why would you? I also think I think it frames hardware as well as only being good if it can run things, you know, amazing. Like, if it can run, how would I put it?
The highest end possible anything. Like, most people are not willing to settle for, like, the 10-year-old CPU I have, an 8-year-old GPU I have, even though I still run everything perfectly at 60 FPS.
Mate, that 1080 is still, the 1080 cards are still kicking.
Immortals of Aveum. Thank you so much.
That's it.
Immortals of Aveum? I've never heard of that. Like that's a new game to me.
It's one of these things where they get these real life.
It was Concord before it was Concord. It's like it did not do well. I don't know if it did that bad, but
there was also one that was like, oh wait, is it? There was one that was like really gaudy visuals and like, was it that game? Was it?
I'm also going to be honest. I swear, like this industry standardization towards Unreal is going to make me jump up a cliff. That engine is the most stuttering thing I've ever seen. It's got micro stutters all over the place. Did you hear the theory, Imran, of why they're doing it?
For Halo or something?
Aveum has some really good. Immortals of Aveum apparently is very positive on Steam, but this just looks like Lichdom Battle Mage, except just at a higher resolution.
So Brian, did you see the Endymion TV versus CD Projekt Red CEO crap recently?
Yeah, that's been an interesting story to kind of see how it like oh he's lying, and then it's like it turns out he's not, and then it's like, but then oh my goodness,
that was a hilarious self-own on the part of the CEO, because it's just like, we don't actually do this, and it's just like, yeah, well, your website and videos say otherwise.
Right. So well, that only highlights again, like there not only do we have studies and evidence and everything that kind of shows, because the genius of DEI is that it sounds great on paper. So anytime anybody's like, yeah, there's real problems with DEI, everybody's like, you're against, opportunities for, for the disenfranchised? No, not at all. That's not what DEI is. Like it's beautifully, wonderfully marketed, so it's easy to sell, but then when you realize you buy it, it's a poisoned apple. And
well, it's kind of like affirmative action, right? It's like, it sounds good on paper, but when you realize what it is, it's like,
that's what it is. It is affirmative action,
right, but like the way affirmative action is marketed, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in favor of that, and then you see it in practice, it's like, wait a minute.
Well, so it's not even like affirmative action though. It's literally corporate like acting. And so like to the point where the CEO of CD Projekt Red says, we're not doing DEI. Yeah, they're only just signaling on me, like they might not be doing DEI, because I would guarantee you the most people who are saying, hey, this is what we are, they're not doing it either. They're just trying to PR and promote themselves and sell more product. And that is why, like, it's just as like, okay, like, are there real issues? Can we work on making the world a better place? Yes. But why, if that was your real mission, instead of hiring these like consultant grifters for millions and millions of dollars, why don't you just pay your employees more? Like, why don't you just give them a raise?
There is a really weird story to this, right?
That's why CD Projekt Red, like 50% of their workforce, like last year.
No, because with giving people raises, that's more money out of the big CEO pockets. So instead, they go the cheaper option. Here, you made us record profits. Here, have pizza.
Here, have a layoff. And that's why a part of the messages of hope we talk about getting out of debt, because it's like, the thing is these companies leverage your debt. Like, they want to know what your credit score is because it gives them all the power. And so you got to sit back and say, hey, you know what? How do I get more leverage? And the thing is that you just can't be leveraged. But everybody is so marketed to that they're like, again, like even outside of that one concept, they're so marketed to in terms of like, what's in your wallet? Here's your credit card and stuff like that. And then they, like, I was listening to a Dave Ramsey today, and like a lady called in and she has already filed bankruptcy, and then they went back into over $118,000 worth of debt. And it's like, and she, and get this, they make just under $200,000 as a household.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it does when you realize that a lot of people are just trying to impress strangers with money, right?
Yeah.
They're all like, it literally, and she, and wonderfully so, she's like, listen, like, this is a psychological thing. I need to get some, get into therapy, because it's like all I've ever trying to do is just make people, impress people, It's like, yeah, you're an adult. You're 40. Get it. Like, don't care what people think. What's up, Brothers Crib? How you been, buddy? It's good seeing you, dude.
I was at university studying computer science. There were no, you finished your second year, and you were expected to have a, how would I put it, a placement, that's what it's called. And normally the universities would get you one. There were no placements for men at all, and this was 2016, 2017 at the time.
Oh, bollocks.
All the gaming studios only accepted women. And do you know how many women there were in our course? 4.
3. I was gonna say 3.
There was 150 people in the course.
Yeah.
So nobody got a placement. And the 4 girls, 2 of them dropped out, 1 of them repeated a year, and 1 of them changed course. Because they didn't enjoy it. Yet, all those opportunities were not given to anyone else. Like, there was no redistribution of it.
One thing my brother's been to Europe a few times, and like he lived there for a summer. And you know, I was discussing with him like a couple years ago that like, you know, there are differences in the interests of men and women, and he's just like, that's only in the US. Europe doesn't have that issue.
No, we haven't.
And I was like, I just said okay, like I wasn't gonna fight with him because I didn't have the information to argue.
The more
I was just like, I hit the biggest X button in my brain I could find to just like I do not buy that Europe doesn't have that issue. Europe incentivizes it more than the US. I would argue.
No, we do. The more egalitarian the nation, the greater the divergence of interest. And basically the more hostile the nation is, the less you get to basically choose what you want to do.
Right.
And therefore, basically, so you'll see more, for example, women in STEM and oppressive regimes, because they are actually forced into those jobs.
All right, we got a question. Let's pivot topic real quick. Seth said, "Hey everybody, just subscribed. I just wanted some options on if this game is worth it for new players. I'm an MMO player of 10 years, 6 of which is in 14, and I'm bored AF with the treadmill grinding." Excellent question. Yes, this game is absolutely. If you like MMOs, you're gonna get a lot of really good out of this. What's up?
He came to the right place.
You came to the right place. So I played like. How many years? It's got to be over 15 years that I was in Final Fantasy 14. It was wild.
Final Fantasy 14. I started in 2.0.
I was in the 1.0 beta. Oh, wild. The gear in 1.0 was even better because it had like traits and like it really had some interesting ideas. And it's so unfortunate that they rushed that game. I think if they took their time with it and.
I started playing in 2.0, took a break for Warlords of Draenor, if I recall correctly, and then I got to like level 94, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? And I started playing F14 again. So I think I actually started going to play like 2.3, 2.4, something like that.
Should I make a video that's gonna get a lot of angry comments called "Hi, I'm a Final Fantasy 14, Dawn Trail refugee. Should I check out New World?"
No.
Oh man.
Never make fun. Never make fun of someone else's MMO, because it's only a matter of time until it's yours. And that was what they did with World of Warcraft. Shadow, and then like 6 months later, they had their version of it. And then they didn't take that well.
New world, coming to the New World after being a Dawn Trail refugee. I mean, it's your choice, but I just say that control support is overrated.
I would say New World still has the perks on their equipment, right?
Yeah, you got perks, and not only on your equipment, but you're like, hey, let me go and check out my bags. Here's some extra perks on everything, man.
Yeah,
perks for days.
New World's gearing system is like in a completely different like galaxy compared to when you go 14s. Like in New World, your gear you actually have to make gear choices, right? It's like you have a thing that does crit hit and crit damage, and it's just like, yeah, with this other thing, like when I crit I bleed, so should I do that instead of just a flat crit? And it's just like, well, make that choice, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, this thing does 50% arcane damage or whatever, you know?
What's up? How was school? Awesome.
What'd you learn?
I draw on my feet with permanent marker.
You drew on your feet with permanent marker?
I wouldn't. I do
Oh, that's fun.
making some letters.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have a plan to get the permanent marker off your feet? No. Okay.
By the way, Neon, this
Yeah.
place with the crabs is a lot better than the freaking bees.
I'll be downstairs, probably here. I don't know. Maybe we'll finish the dungeon and we'll see how I feel. I generally have like after 3 hours, I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of tired. Well, you want to be a full-time streamer? F no, man. Like 8 to 12 hours of just playing a video game? Like, man, that, I don't know, man. It does not sound enjoyable.
Like people drive me up a wall.
Yeah,
you can tell people that say that.
Fight my shiny metal ass.
I mean, dude, people who think like streaming is a
When they don't think it's a lot, like I think it's too much work, and I think for what you get from it, you know, you get a little bit of attention, maybe you make a little bit of money, but then it's like, what did you give up? What was the opportunity cost?
Yeah.
You know, especially because if your goal, like my goal is to have a really nice retirement, you know, that's why. You know, and that that's where like I want to be able to take my grandkids to Disney World and not have to sit here and worry about inflation. You know, like this is what I tell myself no all the time, so that hopefully, you know, when I am retired, I can say yes to a lot of things.
well, it's like that Thanos meme, right? Like, did you do it? Yes.
What did it cost you? Everything.
And, like, well, you don't want that to happen.
Did you guys? Have you guys?
Plus, also, if Brian goes full-time streaming, you've got to be around here to help him with dyslexia, Cameron, because he always.
So it's not just me going. I'd have to make enough money to hire Yemrin as just like my constant co-host, so I don't sound like a fool.
Because he has constant test to his
Test of your literacy.
I mean, yeah.
Have you
Streaming
guys
is
seen
fun, Dice, but like that's where it's like I say go with the VOD mindset for your content. You know, that's where like let people watch it on their own time, and then if they're available when they want to hang out, then they can. But it's like trying to build that
Even
live
just from a
audience.
business
So,
perspective,
yeah.
you're not growing when you're streaming. Like,
right.
You need to have like streaming is for interacting with the people who are already interested.
Right.
And yes, if you have to like connections in your scene or your community, you might get raids and stuff from other people, but like,
yeah, you can't rely
the
on
money
that.
comes from brand deals and,
Right.
and video on demand.
Yeah,
not
brand deal.
streaming.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I've been getting a few sponsorships, which has been very helpful. Like when you just look at the overall cost, because like ad revenue and everything like that, like it's not like anything that it's like, oh wow, that was nothing, because it definitely is more than nothing. But the like it pales, like it's unreliable. Like, you know, somebody was asking me like how much you do, and it's like, well, I mean, some months like maybe $500, you know, and they're like, oh, that's a lot. And it's like some months, you know, maybe like, you know, $1,500. It's like, oh wow. It's like, yeah, like it's not insignificant. It's just inconsistent. And anybody who's like, you want to sit here and be like, you want consistency if you're especially going to be be a business about it, if you're going to be a full time at it, because it's like talking with Bife would be like, he made his money 3 months out of the year, like outside of the hype window of Destiny, like he wasn't bringing down crazy money. It was only like in the hype season, you know, like let's go, you know. So it's like,
Yeah. Did you hear about the reason why all the devs?
oh, it's good,
devs
Travis. It's really good.
Unreal?
What's up?
Have you heard about the reason why all the devs have moved to Unreal?
The reason?
Incentive?
No, it's because all the older devs have left, and now there's nobody to train the new devs on how the older engines actually work.
Oh no.
But since they all learned basically the Unreal version of C++ and Unity, they just get the graduate straight from it. No, it's basically what Adobe's been.
Well, you know why they're all leaving, right? It's because
Yeah, of course they get forced out. We get Pixar.
they get forced out, and also too they get paid more. Like what they've been doing is like the older devs are still working. They're just like in a different. They're just made their own studios.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse. I mean, if you do get, I mean, all the old school BioWare devs, I think it was last year.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Got both, and now they're having to sue EA because their severance package and basically royalties for 13 years of shit.
Oh, it's like also too a lot of the old WoW devs created their own.
Come on.
Created their own. Damn it! One thing I hate about the crabs is they
Well,
teleport.
There you go.
Like a bunch of old WoW
That
devs.
new Dreamhaven game from Mike Morheim and the old WoW devs looks really sick.
I haven't seen
Have they shown it off yet?
Just this last week. Think of like a co-op kind of tabletop, almost Baldur's Gate style game, but it'll also have a mobile phone component where you can have your own reference sheet and your character available on your phone. Like,
that's interesting.
It's
I have
to me
headphones
sounds like it's going to be really cool and like really. I mean, their tagline for it is that they discovered game night, so like it's supposed to be something that you can like get your friends together and play in person.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I've only really watched Bellular's brief coverage of it in a WoW video because it's the old Blizzard dev, so we keep track of them. But like,
that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
Did you guys see what the
Is Izzy downstairs, sweetheart? Oh, yeah, buddy.
Said about CD Projekt Red?
Gabe, is Izzy downstairs?
1 second.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
What did you say, Val?
Did you see what this the studio director of Warcraft Studios said about CD Projekt Red stuff?
No.
So Warcraft Studios is poaching all their old talent, like quite a bit. They called the new staff completely fucking incompetent.
Dude, the game is absolutely worth it. Like, from a $60 price point, if you've never played it, you're gonna get. There's so much game to play. If you don't like it, you could still, I think, easily get 60 hours out of the game, which I think is more than a fair trade.
Yeah, you definitely can get a minimum 60.
I do wonder how the new Witcher is going to turn out.
The new Witcher?
yeah, I bet it'll be fun.
I think it'll be I think it'll have some aspects that are fine and some aspects that are going to be like, the hell were they thinking?
I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to miss the vibe check.
Yeah.
I think it's going to miss the vibe check.
Maybe. I think it'll sell really well because it's Witcher and CD Projekt Red, but I don't know if it's going to be an actually good game.
It's going to be interesting to see. Have y'all been like, apparently Dragon Age Veilguard has not it's not even topping any numbers right now in pre-orders, and so it's like,
no, it's not.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. Well, I'm gonna bet that we're gonna see a lot of real positive reviews, and then no one's gonna pick it up.
There's already been positive reviews, but you can't see anything negative anyway. Like, they've got a non-disparagement clause in there.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Hey, what's up, Izzy?
But the thing is, I'm in a lot of Discords with a lot of Origins fans and things like that. No one's happy.
Yeah.
Like, people are furious. Like, it's not fun. It's not even funny how mad people are.
I believe it.
What are they mad about?
It's everything. It's from the way it looks to the bullshit of the lore to absolutely the combat is a big one.
It's got like a bunch of kids.
He's got guest stars.
Yeah, y'all can make a fort. Yeah, the kids are here.
He's got guest stars in the background on the couch.
He's got child.
Make a fort? Seriously? That sounds awesome. God, I miss being a kid sometimes, honestly. And then I do like it on the school.
There's some nice charm to it, but I don't think I'd want to be a kid again.
I like having a credit card, not a credit card, a debit card.
But can I play while I'm laying down? Yes, you can, Jeffrey.
No, people are furious. I don't expect that game to sell well.
I mean, I'll probably do about as well as freaking Outlaws did.
I think it's
like,
gonna sell based off of like, you know, name brand, where people are just like, oh, I like the last Dragon Age, I'm looking for a new game, you know, like where they're not like reading up about it, and then it's like,
it's not gonna do that because it's been 10 years.
It might not even.
People were not the problem, Brian, is that people love Origins so much. Dragon Age 2 was a huge disappointment. They brought a bit of it back in Inquisition, and then to categorize all of those choices, they made what was called Dragon Age Keep, where it kept track of your entire world state. And then when Bailgard appeared, it didn't pass the vibe check. Then people were like, okay, I'm really not happy about this. Then you heard the story and the combat, and people were really not happy about this. And then it came out that they're only going to be pushing forward 3 choices out of the entire game, and then that pushed everybody over the edge.
No. So it's basically like taking.
Like they did this whole tech thing to say, look guys, we can bring your stuff forward, and then they didn't bring the stuff forward.
No.
Oh wow.
Mass Effect 3, the entire franchise, where it's like you only get green and blue and red.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, it's because it's not an RPG, it's an action adventure game at this point with the illusion of choice.
With like RPG, like pseudo elements.
Yes, it's generally like, we got the happy button, we've got the sarcastic button, we've got the angry button, you know, but it's all the same thing.
It's just flavors of the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and now they have like this stupid thing. It's like Solus will remember this, and it's like Solus will remember that you know you jousted words with Solus. I'm like, what does that mean? Why is that's not even more interesting than just saying Solus disapproves? You know? It's like, I don't know. It's like the entire studio is incompetent. It's like take these IPs.
Same studio. It's been 10 years.
I know, but it's like. But the thing is, they said it's been 10 years in development, and I'm going to be honest, there should be a legal clause in there somewhere of saying you cannot say 10 years if you have not been in production for 10 years. And that thing has not been in production in 10 years. I will not be surprised.
I'm going to bet it's been restarted at least twice.
It's been restarted at least 3 to 4 times.
Yeah.
Dude, Solemn, I'm having a blast, dude.
And it's only been I bet you it's only been in actual development for the past like 2-3 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I will not be surprised if we have a Jason Schreier article after this thing's released.
Oh, like what we do with Anthem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
And the only people I've seen positive about this game are people who want it to do well so they can get Mass Effect 4. And that really pisses me off.
Yeah, but I don't even trust Mass Effect 4 to be good.
But Mass Effect wasn't even the popular franchise. Dragon Age was always more popular than Mass Effect. It sold more popular than Mass Effect. And which boggled my... No, it sold a lot more than Mass Effect. And then they started making it more like Mass Effect, because EA didn't get Dragon Age, apparently, from the words of David Gator. And it was just like... That boggles my mind. But you're going to have Dragon Age today. It's too pulpy. God, I want Naughty Dog to make another Jack and Dexter game.
I think we could leave that one in its grave.
I think so too.
Nothing against Jack and Daxter, but like...
Yeah, if you jump on another platform, Solemn, it's going to be a new character.
I feel like I want a lot of these...
Naughty Dog is not capable of making a good Jack and Daxter game.
I know. It's like I want a lot. Anytime I hear someone saying, "Can we get a remake of this? Can we get a sequel?" I'm like, no, please don't.
Give it 10 to 20 years and maybe.
Wait until the AI is good enough to do it. Let's... I'm going insane. I'm generally going insane. Like, you know that writer's strike where they said they wouldn't use AI.
If they had cross progression, Solemn, this game would be a 10 out of 10. Like let's go. Like that's everything it needed to do. crossplay is there, which is great. But the ability to be like, all right, let me just pick up my character and go from there.
That's not a thing. Like, how is that not standard these days? Like,
Yes, how's that not default?
FF14's had it since its inception.
To be fair though, there's a lot with FF14's actual infrastructure I have a huge problem with, especially how they handle Steam. And how they lock it to a specific platform. Just make your licenses multi-platform. Stop asking people to buy licenses, the same license again and again and again, just to access a new device.
Well, the platforms want to make their cheese.
It should be illegal. Like, it should be an actual thing. Like, it's boggled my mind. It's like the platforms do make their cheese. They get the data from the people playing the game. And they obviously sell that data. Especially in the United States.
Don't hurt yourself.
You know what I honestly find odd? How none of the Amazon Studios games are on Amazon Luna yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if New World will come to Luna, namely because it's now controller support, so it just would be more playable. Luma also is interesting because it runs on a Windows backbone, so it's less work to port it, as opposed to like where Stadia was Linux based.
The only problem with it is it only runs at 1080p.
That's fine.
Yeah, GeForce Now does a much better job.
Yeah. But it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be, you know, hardware stack, the war of hardware stacks at this point. And it's like, you're saying it's fine, but if you can offer, you know, 2 to 3 times the resolution for $10 extra a month, people are going to pick that. What you want is like a real competition between all the basically GPU hyperscaler companies to actually bring these prices down, because in the cloud market they're really competitive with one another. Like they are literally giving away money. Mother Brian, what do you feel about the rise of edge computing?
Of the rise of edge computing?
Yeah.
What's that? Like, catch me up.
We've gone full circle. We've gone to the cloud.
Oh, terminal?
No, it's literally just native compute again.
Oh.
We've gone full circle. We've gone from cloud to native compute, and it's been rebranded as edge computing.
Was not aware.
And now we're developing new chips for it, and it's like, oh my god.
I guess with AI and stuff like yeah.
Yeah, it's all to do with AI. It's actually insane how big the B2B applications of that you know, software, that technology is become. It's insane. I do not have a data.
You want some cereal? Yeah. Well, I know she said she wanted this to save it for the weekend. We'll see what we got. The normal cereal, not the birthday cereal. Okay. Hey, what's up, Gamer UK? Thanks for being a subscriber, dude. Is this an expansion of New World or a different game? So it is. It's like a semi-expansion without being an expansion. It's a re-release. Like, this is what I would describe as kind of a Final Fantasy Realm Reborn moment, where they're just re-releasing the game. Come on. Let's go. So many. All right.
It's New World Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and it's so drastically improved. They've added a new content, new raid, increased gear score cap. I do think that we're going to see content roll out, hopefully at a really fun pace here. With the, I mean, this season is literally the current season is literally only 48 days, so it's like, okay, let's go. Season of opportunity. Hello, hello.
Has anybody here seen Parks and Recreation?
Yes, great series. Absolutely love it.
Hi, this is the new Mr. Leahy here in my area. I'm the new park manager here in Eastview, so I just got done doing a lot of
Congratulations.
Yeah. Now I just want to relax.
Oh.
I don't know, you try moving a stove on your own, Brian.
Yeah,
Tell me
dude,
how
I
you
bet
feel
that's
after.
hard. I bet that's hard.
Why are we moving a stove?
Because lot 1 didn't have one because their old stove had a broken the top where the glass burners are, because it's induction heating.
Right.
Was shattered.
Oh.
So they needed a new stove put in. So the old manager, she threw her back out trying to put it in yesterday. So I had to go do it myself.
You
Thank
suck
God I
so
use it
much.
for fryer these days.
No, he's not gonna throw you downstairs, and he better not. He'll get in so much trouble.
I mean, I could label it as a park accident.
Yeah, Unvoiced is heading home to play some New World. Well, are you playing on console? Are you returning on PC or starting on PC?
That dropped? I thought that was still like I thought that was a December release.
No, it's October. It just released today.
Yeah, it's out today.
I feel like you were just
Yeah,
talking
at least
about
it's
the
not
upcoming
as fast
thing
as we
like
got it.
yesterday.
Hey, kids.
Jeez, I'm gonna just flew by.
It's loud. All right, let's see here. You go turn this in, and then I will. No, we don't. Hey, let's not talk about that, Gabriel. I don't like that talk, son. Her name will
Shut
be
up.
Poopy Pants. That's okay.
Not you. Not you. Not
You're
you. I'm
fine.
talking to the dog. I'm sorry.
Don't
worry,
worry,
hey,
you've gone full
kids.
Catholic and named all your
I
kids
know you're
after
Izzy.
archangels, so Brian, have you gone, like,
He's
full
not in
Catholic
charge.
and named them
Sorry,
after
what's up? What do you say?
Have you
Kids
gone,
are
like,
fighting
full
behind me.
Catholic and named them after saints.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we've got Madeline, we've got Anne Marie, we've got Michael, we've got Gabriel, we've got Elizabeth, and then we've got Molly.
Okay.
Yeah, mom's got Molly right now.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, PS5, nice, dude. Yeah, I think you're in for a treat. I think you're in for a treat, gamer.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Nobuo Uematsu is retiring.
Yeah. I thought he announced it a while ago, and he just kind
he
of briefly comes
announced it-
out of retirement every now and then.
He is officially after Fantasian Neo, whatever the heck that
Yeah,
one.
the one that was on the Apple, and now it's finally coming for the rest of us to
that,
enjoy. Yes.
After that game, he's done. He's not doing any more Final Fantasy games. He is retiring as a composer. That sucks.
Okay.
I love his music.
Yeah, but he also, I think, has earned his rest. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Well, it's like look at the Star Wars actors, right? The
Yeah.
original trilogy Star Wars actors. Like they deserve their rest now after all these years. Granted, I think Mark Hamill's still going strong though with certain things.
dude, yeah.
But was it Harrison Ford or no? That was Die Hard. I can't remember his name. John McClane.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, he's
Easy.
done because his dementia has like gotten really bad.
Have fun.
Harrison Ford and Mark
Apologize to your sister.
Hamill are
Thank you.
still. Mark Hamill depends on what he's doing, but.
Yeah,
Harrison
he's
Ford
done
is
with Batman because he's done with Joker because
Kevin Conroy died.
yeah, Conroy died.
Oh, that's interesting.
Guys, hey. Y'all go in the other room.
I respect that though. He was literally the Joker to his Batman.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
absolutely. He was absolutely the Batman, the Joker's Batman, or the Batman's Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were literally each other's like right hand man. Yeah, anytime yeah, I mean, Batman to me will always be Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy never did a live action Batman, did he?
All right.
No, but just when I think of Batman, I think of Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Yeah, he's
okay. Yeah,
time as the character than anyone else on the planet.
Yeah.
He's been Batman.
Yeah, he's
since
who I think of.
94 or something. It was like the 90s, right? He spent like 30 years playing Batman. It's just like
It's like any if you think Scooby-Doo, if you don't think Matthew Lillard, then you just don't know.
Oh yeah, no, Matthew Lillard is Shaggy.
All right, guys, I got to wrap up. I'm gonna go get these kids some snacks or something like that. So, thanks, thanks for hanging out. We did I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know how far we're, how many hours I'll get in tomorrow, but we'll do maybe at least another 3, and we'll be hanging out. And thank you guys so much, and welcome in. And hopefully everybody's having fun. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I'm gonna go wrap it up. Love you. Take care. Boom, boom, boom.